Gather round, you lot. Sue's the name, and welcome to me little place here in Shropshire. Let's have a bit of a sticky beak, shall we? Now, the whole kit and caboodle of this house was really drummed up with a view in mind. Fair dinkum. From the word go, we were dead set on snagging that panorama of the Shropshire Hills. Wanted to drag it right inside the house. That's the beauty of building your own place. See, you can whack together spaces that actually work for you. And as for us, we weren't keen on wasting these bonza views on just a bedroom. No way. And I reckon I might have mentioned before that the kitchen looks a bit, well, minimalist and a bit plain at first glance. But don't you be fooled. She's got a few little surprises up her sleeve. And this is just one of them. We tripped over this 1980s bungalow, right? And it was spot on, absolutely ripper. We fell hook, line, and sinker for the block and the whole box and dice. The countryside, a bonza spot to build a house we've been dreaming of. So we've gone and built this Scandi-inspired beauty, clad in black. It's all calm and restful and inviting and peaceful in here. Might look a bit dark from the outside, but on the inside, it's a whole different story, Cobber. It's all about linking up with the outdoors and soaking up all the light we can get our mitts on. It's a bit of an unusual build, in that it wasn't a traditional job. We went with an SIP build, that's structurally insulated panels, for those playing along at home. It's a cracker of a fast way to build. The actual bones of the house went up in just 9 days. Took us another 12 months to get all the bits and bobs finished and the interior sorted. But at the end of the day, we've ended up with a beaut house that fits the way we want to live like a glove. And it's sort of given a new lease of life to what was here before, you know? Now, you might be scratching your heads wondering why the front of the house is actually the gable end. The reason for that is because the bungalow was on this orientation, and with all the planning restrictions we had to battle, we had to use the base of that to build the current house. So we wanted to try and make it a bit more exciting than just a plain old gable end. If you're keen to follow me down to the bottom here, I'll show you a bit more about how we've done that and the materials we've used on the house. As you get a bit closer to the house, you'll cotton on that it's not actually painted timber. This is show sugi ban, which is an ancient Japanese art of torching wood. Gives a really nice texture to the timber. It does, brings out all the grain, but it's also dead practical. It's fire resistant and super low maintenance. So it's a top-notch material to use on the exterior, no worries. We've also chucked in some black framing on a couple of windows here, just to jazz up a bit, and give a bit more of a focal point, rather than just being a plain gable end, you know? A big part of the design is the glazing, which lets the light flood into the house. Might seem a bit dark out here, but inside, it's a light-filled, calm, tranquil space. So, let me take you inside and show you around. We wanted to design a house, a Scandi-inspired house that was warm and calm and inviting, a place to kick back and enjoy the surroundings. And for us, it's all about the surroundings and that connection with the outdoors here, Dinky D. So, we got light-filled spaces everywhere throughout the house. Every room's got a view, and it's about linking up and blurring those lines between outside and inside. As we go through the house, you'll notice that there are heaps of spaces that are light-filled and bright. We wanted to keep this through view and not block it in any way. So, instead of going for a solid door, we've gone with a criddle-style door, which is grouse as levels down, which was a bit of a pain before. But instead of blocking the view, we've still got that through view. So we're constantly keeping that connection with the outdoors all the time. And if we don't want it closed, it just sits open there. We barely even notice it. I love the fact that we've gone with the criddle style, which really fits in well with all the other windows we got here. And throughout the house, you'll cop that we got little nods to that black from the exterior, with little accents here and there. And obviously, the criddle door is one of those. Another one of those details is the black spindles on the stairs. And I just want to take a sec to tell you about the stairs. So, we went with black spindles, which again is a nod to the black cladding and all the other black accents we got in the house. These stairs were a real labor of love. Let me tell you, it was dead hard to get anyone who'd make them for us. We knew exactly what we wanted. I didn't want to go for anything too modern or too overcomplicated in this area. I knew I wanted something that was a classic style that would last. With that in mind, we eventually found someone who'd take on the job. A wonderful joiner who did all this for us. It was a bit of a collaboration, really. The main stairs were MDF. Our lovely joiner came in and did the rest of the work for us, which involved him forming this butte curved handrail, oak handrail, and the spindles and the treads. And the treads are the same wooden flooring as we have throughout the rest of the house. So, a lovely light engineered oak. And we've also thrown in a mirror in the hallway here, which isn't just practical for checking ourselves before we bolt out the door, but we also get the pleasure of seeing the stairs twice and from a different angle, which I absolutely love. Coming through from the hallway, we come into the kitchen. Light oak throughout the rest of the house. But here I felt like that wouldn't really work. I thought the kitchen might get a bit lost. I wanted it to have its own moment to shine, really. So we had a squiz at heaps of different shades of oak and really loved this darker, warmer tone. I reckon it works a treat. I do. It still connects to the rest of the house. But it lets the kitchen have its own little moment. We went for a pretty pared back Scandi style. A little nod to mid-century in here. I didn't want anything too fussy or too complicated. And at first glance, it might look a bit plain and pared back. But there are a few little surprises in here, which I'll obviously walk you through in a bit. Top of the list was an island. A large island with heaps of workspace. We had spent 4 years living in the bungalow, and we had just a tiny little kitchen with no workspace and 2 little rings. So, it was an absolute dream to have something as big as this. I want to go for drawer units here rather than cupboards because I find cupboards a bit hard to organize and find things in, whereas these work a treat. And I think they're a real beaut aesthetic for the look of the island. It's not an overly generous size, and we were a bit concerned it might be a bit narrow. So, I didn't want to have wall cupboards in here. I thought it would feel a bit too closed in. So, instead, we've gone for a floating shelf, which I know is a bit contentious with a lot of people. What I love about this is the fact that we can style it up. We can change the look of the whole room by chucking different things on here. I've got things like a little pestle and mortar, which used to be my grandmother's, which I love having out, a vintage Denby teapot, heaps of other bits and pieces. It's also practical, too, because I have the cups and teapot here all ready to use with the hot water tap. This was something that was on the list, too. It's a space. Don't have to have a kettle. So, having my little teapot here is brilliant, because it's all ready to make cups of tea. Another thing that was really important in the kitchen was the lighting. Not a big fan of spotlights. We had heaps of spotlights in our last home, and I've always regretted it because we never have them on. So we went with these wall lights, which I always get asked a lot about on my Instagram. These were really one of the things that inspired the kitchen. I love the angle of them. And again, we've gone with a warm brass tone on these, which matches a treat with the tap, as well as the wall lights. We've got lighting under the floating shelf. When it came to lighting the island, I really didn't want to go for anything that was too bulky or too in the eye line. At the end of the day, it's all about keeping these views out into the garden. So we've gone with a linear light, which this particular light is a beauty. It has various different settings on it, so we can have it warm or cool. It really is a grouse way to light the area without taking away from what is a star of the show, and that's the outside again. So on this side of the island, a bit different to the other where we went with drawers, we've gone with cupboards here throughout the whole of the kitchen. I really didn't want to have handles as such, and I didn't want to handle this kitchen, which I thought would possibly look a bit too modern. The kitchen company that we worked with, Anthony Lewis, who were a brilliant kitchen company and spent a lot of time on the little details, they came up with these really grouse pull handles, and they just literally just disappear into the design of the kitchen, really part of the design of the kitchen. Like, we followed those through onto the back wall here with the same pull handles. And I think I mentioned before that at first glance, the kitchen does look a bit pared back and plain. Surprises. And this is one of them. So, this is one of my favorite features in the kitchen. And that's our hidden breakfast cupboard, which has this amazing full back door that completely sits back into the carcass and leaves it all open, ready to use. There's one more little surprise with this wall. Behind here hides our utility, and we really do want to break up the space with a door. So we came up with this design where, for all intent and purposes, it just looks like a bang of cupboards here. But this particular cupboard is a secret door through to the utility. So this is our utility / boot room. It's a utility and boot room. It's only a very small space, but we've managed to pack everything in that we need to. We've got a washer dryer and space for our muddy boots when we come in from the garden. It does what it says on the tin, really. Coming back out of utility into the kitchen. Something I didn't mention earlier was the flooring that we've used throughout the house. In the kitchen and the entrance, we've gone for a large format porcelain tile, which is a beauty practical, particularly living in the countryside. We can come in, we can keep it clean, we can wash it, mop it. Same with the kitchen. We wanted something that was practical here and in the utility, in the living spaces. We wanted to go for something that was a bit warmer and more natural. We've gone with a wide board engineered oak, which works a treat with the underfloor heating that we have on the ground level, rather than going for a normal oak board. We've actually had these whitewashed. We worked with a company called WFA Flooring, and they were grouse, offering a bespoke service to have the color that we wanted. Our experience of oak boards in our last home was that they started to yellow quite a bit with too much light on them. And obviously, this is a very light space here. Having the whitewash through them keeps them nice and light and prevents all that yellowing that can happen. The dining area is pretty minimal. It's basically just a dining table and the chairs, which is all you want when you've got people here. It's all about the company, in it? It's right next to the kitchen. So, if I'm cooking, I can still be here listening to the conversation and being part of it. I love to mix old and new, and we've done it a lot throughout the house. We got these vintage Urquhart chairs, which sit a treat with these classic wishbone chairs. At the moment, we've just got this set up for 6, but this is an extending table. So, when we have family and friends, we can seat up to 12 people here. It's a ripper social space. From the dining room, we come into the living area. This is a space that we spend most of our evenings. We wanted to have a really cozy feeling here. Somewhere that we felt that we could relax at the end of the day. One of the main features in here is the hearth and the fireplace. When we were doing the build, we asked the builder whether he'd be keen on trying to do this for us. He'd never done one before and was happy to take it on. In hindsight, probably should have formed it in situ, but he didn't. He built it and then offered it up. As they were bringing it in and putting it in place, disaster struck and it cracked. The builder, being the builder, had plenty to get on with. So it was left to us to try and repair it and sort it. I took on the challenge and spent many days sanding and polishing, and you wouldn't even know that there was a crack there. It worked out fine in the end. What I do love about this hearth is that it's not that perfect piece of concrete. It's not beautifully polished. It's got detail. It's got flaws. It's also got a story, which is a ripper. We absolutely love it. We're not precious about it all. We wanted to keep a nice, cozy feel in here. We've chucked in heaps of soft textiles and layering, including the rug, which not only breaks up the space, but also anchors the furniture here and helps us own the area. Something else that we've introduced into this room to give it some character is the paneling. There are so many beaut types of paneling around, but I want to go for something that was more in keeping with that Scandi feel. So we've gone for a wide shiplap paneling here. I reckon it really helps to add depth and interest in the room, but without making it too fussy. Little touches like the shelf. Again, we can have our personal items on there. It's a grouse way to style things up. You can change the feel of the room with soft furnishings. In the autumn, we might have these sorts of colors and tones, but in the summer, we might lighten that up with some greens. I reckon having that neutral palette really helps when you want to inject some freshness. Lastly, on the ground floor, there's just one more room to show you. This is a room that we designed as a flexible space. Really, initially, we thought it would be grouse to future-proof ourselves and have a room that we could have as a bedroom and a shower room, which is adjacent to it, if ever we needed ground floor living. Of course, we're not actually at that stage yet, thank goodness. So, in the meantime, we're using this as our little breakout space. We have yoga in here. We do our workouts in here. It's also become the plant hospital for any of the plants that aren't doing so well around the house. So, please don't look too closely. These are still in intensive care, these plants. This is a shower room that I mentioned. This always takes people a bit by surprise when they come in here because compared to the rest of the house, which is all light and airy and neutral, in here, we've gone for a dark, moody feel. Always a talking point is the black blue, which some people absolutely love and some people absolutely hate. Using warm brass fittings and hardware, and the texture tiles really stops this room from looking cold. The house was really designed around this view. We always knew that the view of the Shropshire Hills was something that we wanted to drag into the house. And this window frames it perfectly. It was a mammoth feat to get it in. It's 3M square. It took about 4 or 5 blokes and a crane to get it up there. I absolutely love this view. It's a real pause moment when we come to the top of the stairs. It's like an ever-changing piece of artwork. I absolutely love watching the seasons change through this window. Even on a daily basis, it changes. Building your own home gives you an opportunity to be able to include features that you wouldn't normally see in homes. I really wanted to have some great circulation space here. I reckon it can be undervalued. And it really does help the rooms connect and flow and gives a sense of calm to the space. Coming from the landing, we come into our upstairs living room. The beauty of building your own home is that you can cobble together spaces that work for you. For us, we didn't want to waste these amazing views on a bedroom where we wouldn't have spent much time and we wouldn't have got to see them. Having an upstairs living room is a ripper way for us to enjoy these views and connect with outside. We wanted to keep this room pretty understated. At the end of the day, we don't want it to compete with the view. The view is the most important thing. We've gone pretty pared back in here again with a neutral color tone. We've chucked in some nice soft furnishings and some layering. We've also managed to add a small balcony, which is a ripper little space. It's a grouse place to sit and have a cup in the mornings or a cheeky G&T in the evenings. And we can just sit and enjoy the views. Guest room. And we want to create a welcoming and relaxing environment in here. These rooms are all at the back of the house. So we have dormer windows, floor-to-ceiling dormer windows. Again, every space has that view out somewhere. It's also created the slope in the ceiling, which I reckon really adds some character. Along with that, we've also got the glulam beam, which runs throughout the whole of the side of the house as well. This beam is actually a structural beam. It's part of the SIP's roof. So, rather than hiding it away, we really wanted to let it have its moment to shine. I reckon it really adds some character and depth to this room. Another way of adding character, which you often need in a new build, is the paneling. This is just an MDF paneling that we had routed out. I always get asked on Instagram what color this wall is. This is Slate Lime Deep from Little Green Paint Company. This bed is another thing that I always get asked about a lot on my Instagram account. It's pretty old, actually, but I do love it. It's a really nice linen textured headboard. Following through with that to create that nice coziness environment in here. We've used heaps of textures, soft textiles, wools, cottons, linens, and a really nice bed throw. This bed throw is gorgeous. It's from house number 9, and it's a beauty. Again, we got all the engineered oak flooring throughout the whole of the upstairs, but we've softened that by using sheepskins and hides. As a guest room, I reckon it's important to make your guests feel at home. So, we've got little touches like bathrobes. I always like to have a little basket of goodies here. Essentials that guests might have forgotten, like shampoos and toothbrushes and things like that. It all goes together to make that warm, inviting space that guests can feel relaxed in. Now, I'm going to take you into the main bedroom. Just on the right here is the guest bathroom. And we wanted somewhere we could retreat to at the end of the day. Somewhere that was calm and relaxing. We've gone with a very neutral color palette in here. But we've warmed it up with soft textiles. Again, we got cottons and velvets, which I love at this time of year. And a lovely, deep, luxurious bed throw. As with the guest room, we paneled this wall. But rather than going for a full height panel, we've just done a half height and added a little shelf, which I reckon works a treat in here. It's not an overly generous room, so it's nice to have somewhere to put our little treasures. Again, it's a beauty for styling up and adding seasonal touches. So, if we want to change it up for the spring or summer or autumn, we can always just change things and move things around. We don't have a lot of space for a large bedside table here, and I didn't want to clutter the space up with table lamps. So instead, I went with these lovely drop pendant lights, which give a really nice glow. I reckon they add a bit of character to the room as well. At the same time, it keeps that bedside table nice and clear for all the things that we actually want to put on there. Again, we have a large picture window here connecting us to the outside. It's a beauty place to wake up in the morning. We open the blind. We never know what's going to be out there. A beaut sunny day, or like today, where it's not looking quite as glamorous. Even still, it's a grouse way to wake up in the morning. When it gets properly hot and sunny in here, it can get quite warm, and the sun can be a real stinger. So, we recently bunged in these foil curtains, which have been a ripper at blocking out the harsh sunlight. Plus, I reckon they add a nice, soft, feminine touch to the room, too. Another thing I always get asked about on Instagram is the light fitting. It's actually just an IKEA lampshade. Cheap. See those lights. probably set us back about $12 a day. But I reckon they're grouse, the way they chuck out the light. Sort of like having a big, fluffy cloud hanging up there. We don't usually have the main light on, just the bedside lamps mostly. But when we do flick it on, it gives the room a real ripper textural feeling, you know? The last thing I want to point out was the mirror. It really opens up the space, makes it feel bigger, and gives us double view, which is bonza. So, this is our insoot leading off the main bedroom. And we wanted it to be a real calming retreat, a sanctuary at the end of the day. Somewhere we could come and properly relax and unwind. The absolute hero of the space for me is definitely the freestanding bath. I'd always wanted a freestanding stone bath, and this is the perfect spot for it. No worries at all. And again, the view really steals the show, doesn't it? We also chucked in some light oak paneling in here to warm things up a bit. And we kept everything off the floor nice and clean. It's not a huge space by any stretch of the imagination, as well as having the floating vanity. We went for a wall-hung toilet, which, again, keeps the floor nice and clear and adds to that sense of space. And we popped some lighting behind the mirror and under the vanity unit, too. It's all about layering those lights and creating that warm and cozy feeling here, making it feel inviting, sort of like a spa vibe, really nice and relaxing. We use a large format tile in here, which is the Mandarin stone cast sand. Downstairs, we use cast white. Here, we've gone for cast sand. It's got a slightly warmer tone to it, a bit more earthy, and we've carried that on into the shower as well. For the shower screen, we wanted to inject some texture and movement into this room. So, instead of just plain glass, we went with reeded glass. I absolutely love reeded glass. I reckon it looks grouse. Everywhere if I could, I would. But the beauty of it is that it also ties in with the pocket doors that we got leading into the ensuite and the dressing room. So it keeps that flow and that cohesion of texture and movement going throughout the space. It also works a treat with the oak paneling, the vertical lines complementing each other so well. I love the way they tie in together. Mate, as well as the warm wood we've got here on the back of the vanity, we've added some little shelves, which I reckon go brilliantly with this oak, really complement each other. I love these little shelves. I do. They're from a company called Wooden, and they're called the Pelican Shelf, and they're real cute. A ripper design, very clever. And I love that they got little hidden hooks underneath, which are dead handy for hanging all your bits and bobs on. Keeps things nice and organized. Thanks a bunch. Luxury Home Show. Appreciate it. I hope you blokes enjoyed the tour. Had a good time. If you want to see more of the house, then feel free to check out my Instagram account, which is Tall Trees and Scandi Dreams. And I hope to see you soon. Catch you later. Cheers. Dave, Luxury Home Show, everyone. I'm Laura, a designer and founder of Grove, England. Welcome to my home in the Cotswolds. Glad to have you here. Come on in. She'll be right. Plenty of room.
G'day everyone, we're not wasting a single moment today. Get ready to head on inside with me, Nina Margatello, to check out the most bonza home in Whistler.
First off, a massive shout out to Maggie Thornhill. She's the legendary listing agent who got EV exclusives through these doors for this cracker property.
Right here in the heart of this stunning foyer, we've got a 450-year-old red cedar tree. How beautiful.
Let's talk about scale, hey? This iconic home spans 6,345 square feet inside.
This massive basalt stone fireplace, it's not just beaut, it's got healing energy. I just had to touch it. The energy is...
Want to know a secret about these gorgeous staircase handrails? They're made from heritage 1965 ski lift cables.
All right, time to mosey on to something truly amazing. Get ready to feast your eyes on this spectacular indoor pool.
And finally, this view. From the exclusive Brio neighborhood, we have stunning, sunny views of Whistler Village.
Wow, look at this secret pantry. So much storage, perfectly in was making enchiladas. This oval kitchen island is such a neat feature. It feels like a big hug, perfect for friends gathering, especially with the holiday season approaching. And just look at this Pennsylvania bluestone floor throughout the main level. The best part, it's heated. Essential. I absolutely love the curve of this staircase. It brings such an amazing soft feeling to this main floor. This is truly the hub for entertaining, from the dining area to the kitchen and into this cozy family room with its own fireplace. Here in the family room, you have options for sun or shade, rain or shine. This is an uncovered patio, but after exploring the main level, let's head downstairs. You'll find another beautiful bedroom here within its own.
I mean, who wouldn't want to work in here? The blend of Whistler with Indian and Moroccan styles is simply gorgeous. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. This balcony has such a grand feeling. This is the perfect spot to shut down for a little while, or perhaps a timeout room. The craftsmanship of this cedar tree is absolutely breathtaking, truly awe-inspiring. Stephen could never fit up here. Imagine a woman in heels trying to climb this. The upper floor perfectly combines 3.5 bedrooms with a convenient laundry room. I am completely in love with this home, and now for the grand finale. This principal bedroom feels incredibly spa-like. You can enjoy this incredible see-through fireplace right from your bed. I truly love the curved lines in this shower. It creates such a nice vibe. I'm definitely incorporating. Welcome to the cupola, the very peak of this home. Remember that stunning red cedar tree at the entrance? It actually extends. The views from this cupola are absolutely stunning. Imagine reading a book here. Okay, everyone, this is it. This is my absolute favorite part of the home, a true selling feature. We're finally going down prize. Before the pool, we have a climate-controlled wine tasting room and a fantastic media room. And just look, this isn't just a wine cellar, it's an experience. The way this Roman-style fountain blends with the Whistler aesthetic. Welcome to the media room, which truly is acoustically perfect. Whether it's for watching TV or listening to music, the sound. This beautiful rock waterfall creates such a soothing sound throughout the house when it's on. But I had to turn it off. But look at this. 4 incredible custom totem poles surround this indoor pool, representing the 4 directions. You will literally feel like you're in a spa here. Beyond the pool with its rock waterfall and jets, this home is on the Sunridge Plateau, and that name is so fitting because of its west exposure. You get incredible. I can't think of a better way to end a day of skiing than right here in this hot tub. With these stunning views, outdoor speak, and talk about smart design. This hot tub area is partially covered, which is genius. If it's snowing, you could be on the covered side and still enjoy the views. Well, that wraps up our amazing tour of this incredible Whistler masterpiece. A special thank you to Maggie Thornhill, the listing agent, for letting us. So the principal bedroom, simply stunning with its peaked ceilings and incredible Whistler views, complete with a generous. Don't click away yet. All the details about this iconic home, including Maggie Thornhill's contact, are right there in the description below. A huge heartfelt thank you to everyone who joined us on this exclusive tour. From that amazing basalt fireplace to the pool. Don't just watch, become a part of the EV exclusive community. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment. Want to see even more behind the scenes content and help EV exclusive create even higher quality videos? I invite you to follow us on Patreon. Help us. From all of us at EV Exclusive, I want to wish you all a very happy holidays. It's the perfect time to gather with family, maybe even... This Whistler home tour was an absolute masterpiece, but our journey of discovery doesn't end here. I, Nina Margitello, Prats. Well, it's time to say goodbye to this incredible outdoor hot tub area and these absolutely stunning views.
Don't lose touch. To recap, all the house information, Maggie Thornell's contact, and our interactive channels like, subscribe, and...
Crikey, you wouldn't believe this place exists. A real sanctuary, smack bang between the jungle and the beach, like some palace perched on a cliff, straight out of a bloody dream. It's sitting on 5 gorgeous acres, with over 1,600 feet of prime ocean frontage in Goa, India. The architecture is something else too, all exotic looking with intricate stonework. And the guest digs? Beaut. It's built into the side of a 400-year-old Portuguese fort, with these massive, temple-like outdoor spaces. We turn up to film a home walkthrough, but the history and pedigree of this place, plus the Sheilas and blokes who own it and their passion for bringing it into the century, deserves a full-on doco, no worries. The hospitality and all the extras in this joint are top-notch, fair dinkum. Whenever we get folks coming over, we always head to the entrance to give them a proper welcome. Soon as they walk in, I reckon it's grouse to see the look on their faces. What we really love doing is talking something and making something incredible, something truly magic. They just wear these grins all day long, because every spot's brand new and everything's a whole experience. We reckon you should have a wander through the halls, step into the gardens and walk the ground with us, and get a feel for just how special this place is. A true one of kind. Nothing like we've ever seen before. This is Palacio Iguada. There's a mystical vibe to this land, and heading into Palacio feels like a ceremonial entrance to another world. The forest just cuddles the sea. These timeless walkways start popping up in the greenery. Then you get a proper look at the stonework, the columns, the arches, the tiles, and the domes. Tuning up at this place is like a bit of meditation before the adventure kicks off. Righto, everyone. Welcome to Goa, India, to Palacio Iguada. What an absolutely rippling property. The scale, architecture, history, and the grounds. We've got a fair bit to get through today. We're currently in the motor court, and you can see the house right behind me. Mediterranean architecture, a bit of Portuguese thrown in. You're going to see a fair few columns, arched openings, grouse roof lines, and textures throughout the day. And beyond that, the grounds of this property are absolutely bonza. Every single moment, area, zone, boasts heaps of greenery. Just like this retaining wall here and the driveway design. The way we got these stone columns, railings, and you can see all the palm trees, greenery. Nature provides plenty of intimacy, zen vibes, and privacy to this home. Now, going back a sec, I want to talk about the covered section of this motor court. You can see these oversized stone columns and all the motifs. And beyond that, the stone here is laterite, a natural stone that's chockers with iron and aluminium oxides. And this stone's got this grouse patina, or gets this grouse patina as it ages. And it's actually sourced locally. But besides that, it's used heaps throughout the property, both on the outside and inside. And every single piece you're going to see today is hand chiseled and installed. So think about the hours of labor that went into crafting all these pieces and sticking them all over the home. Please keep that in mind while we're walking around. Now, the motor court also features this bonza dome ceiling design with all this brickwork. And I just reckon it's grouse how complicated and intricate this section is. And then to me left, we've got a water feature to add to the zenness of this property. I mean, this is a pretty grand entry motor court arrival experience. And lastly, we got this arched opening where we got the front door. Now, this area is known for eagles, so on the outside, we got this eagle wing figure. But as soon as you step inside, on the other side of the door, they've got dolphins, because this area is also famous for dolphin watching. So that was a grouse. Clever design element they threw into the front door. And now let's head inside. The foyer of this property is something else truly spectacular. The craftsmanship, architectural details, the way the space is set up, and the materials all come together and create a feeling, a tone for this property that's kind of hard to explain. I mean, have a squiz at the frame you're seeing right now. All these arched openings, stone columns, bonza Italian marble floors with this intricate layout, and it just feels grouse to be here. Now, to my right, we've got the first section of the foyer. As a matter of fact, the doors here take you to the new addition of this property where we got some of the guest suites. And then to me left, we got a gorgeous piano topped off with a skylight above, flooding the place with natural light. And then to me right, we got this elegant seating area with a marble top desk that's just beaut. The millwork stunine. And between the chairs, fabrics, artifacts, all these accessories, I just reckon it's grouse how they made every single moment, every single corner count. As a matter of fact, let me take you to the other side. Again, each space is decked out with furnishings, accessories, and then you got a fair few of the architectural details of the property chucked into the interiors. The laterite stone we've been spotting throughout is used heaps on the inside. These arched openings, triangular skylights, fill in every corner of this foyer with natural light. I just love these openings with all the tile work. Now in front of me, we got another stone sculpture, gorgeous light fixture above, and these groin vaulted ceilings with masonry work. The way the brick and the laterite come together and create this architectural feel inside this property is something to be admired. Now, on the other side, we got another door here leading you to the old wing of the property, where we got the remaining guest suites, including the main bedroom. And lastly, before we move on, I also got to point out this marble statue. As a matter of fact, we've got another one on the other side, and the craftsmanship showcase on this sculpture is absolutely stunning. And how it's made with this marble. I want one of these for my own house. It'll look pretty grouse in the office, too. You're spot on, mate. I mean, it would look truly grouse in our office, too. But I'm just hooked on this piece, and it really adds to the foyer. Now, before we take the stairs and check out the Eagle Room, I want to quickly mention the specs of this grouse property. And by the way, the Eagle Room's arguably one of the best interior spaces I've ever clapped eyes on in my life. Now, with that, this property comes with 10 exquisite guest suites. It's roughly 26,000 square feet of built-up area, sitting on 5 lush acres. And you can rent this property for anywhere from $25,000, going all the way up to $35,000 a night, depending on the time of year. And the house itself is worth around $100 million and reckoned to be one of the best properties in the whole of India. Let that sink in. And I want to give a massive thanks to the owners for making this tour happen. And as always, you can find more info about Palacio Iguada in the description of this video. Make sure you check it out. Now, with that, how about we take everyone to the landing so we can suss out and appreciate the Eagle Room. Again, one of the best interior spaces I've ever seen in my life. The sheer size of the space, the dome ceiling design here with mood lighting around the edge, and the steel chandelier that's smack bang in the center that must weigh a ton lighting up the space. The amount of natural light flooding in, laterite, marble, the eagle statue to your right, and how this grand staircase leads you down to the lower section. And then we've got these arched openings leading you to different rooms. This is absolutely stunning. I mean, being up here on this landing, looking down to the space, it's truly inspiring. Now, when you suss out and pick apart the space, you instantly see that there's a fair bit going on. The materials, architectural details, the way the furniture is set up, accessories, sculptures, color palette, and the list goes on and on and on. And when you have this many layers in a given space, it can get overwhelming. It can get busy pretty quickly. And that's where the architect, the interior designer, and the owners here have done a grouse job enriching this space, providing this unreal experience without cluttered up and make it real soothing and relaxing. When I walk in here, I feel like I just want to have a good squiz of the space. I just want to appreciate the details. I just want to touch the walls. And if anything, it feels mighty welcoming. Now, the lower section of the Eagle Room is a real cool lounge. You got heaps of seat-in areas, sections, chairs, and also under the staircase, we got this real cool bar area. Now, this is an ongoing theme with this house where a fair few of these bridges or staircases are built on these columns. So down below, you got these cool spaces. And here, you can also get a taste of the level of curation that this property's got. This is a selection of teas you can enjoy here. I reckon it's grouse that they've got a little presentation. Then you got your bar in the center, espresso bar, cocktails, you name it. You can really enjoy it in this space. And Dow, how about you meet me on the other side? I also want to quickly chat about this massive glass wall and how this section's made, topped off with laterite all around it. Not to mention, behind that is the main level pool. So it's a beaut backdrop as well. Real impressed with this room. Now, follow me this way. Have a squiz at this arched opening. The masonry work here, layers of brick, laterite, columns, all coming together and connecting to each other with mood lighting to create this gothic, strong feeling as you walk into the lounge. Then you got marble floors throughout that are book matched. And as you stroll past, you see these little seat-in areas, access to the outdoors. And the groin ceiling here is just real rich and thick and just makes the space heaps more exit-in. Now, welcome to the main seat-in area. Another dome ceiling here with chandelier. And I reckon it's grouse how the laterite's always used throughout the home in just the right amount, and especially against the white walls. It pops beaut, and it's always reminding you of the structure, even on the inside. You feel like you can touch and feel the bones of this property in almost every single room. And then we've got these picture windows and French doors opening up to the outdoors and bringing in this grouse coastal view straight into the space. And what a room to enjoy it with your mates and family. Have a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, and really treasure the architecture of this home and the bonds of views of Goa. Now, before we bugger off in the lounge, I actually want to go this way. And behind this frame and these real cool pillars, we got the copper doors opening up to the den. This is a real cool speakeasy bar. And the way it's set up is real moody, entertaining. And it's got this vintage vibe to it. You can see the dark wallpaper, real cool ceiling design, and all these little seat-in areas, moments for you to enjoy, just like this one with the telly to my left, crystal chandelier above with a brass frame. And then we've got another seat-in area here, pops of color with all these pillows, cathedral windows on the back, opening up to the views. You got your wall sconces, light fixtures, coffee tables. Again, the vibe here is super cool. And of course, they chucked in the stone elements, columns into the space as well. Over here, we've got a high-top bar area. To me right, we got access to powder room, your little cigar lounge. And I gotta say, this wallpaper is really grabbing me. I reckon it adds to the moodiness of space. Now with that, let me show you the bar. This is grouse. The setup here, spirits, glassware. Even here, you can suss out the level of curation that this property's got. Every single detail, ingredient, every texture and material, right down to napkin you touch, has been carefully picked to lift up any given moment you're gonna have in this house. And this bar with the high top seat-in, and even the grill within the bar top has the name of the house carved into it. They even thought about that detail. Now this home and this bar comes with a full-time mixologist. So whether you want to knock back some cocktails, try out some new drinks, you can definitely do that. And when you have this place chockers with your mates and family, the vibe, the energy, everything comes together, and this room really comes to life. And now, the formal dining room. I know this is an ongoing theme, but I gotta say one of the most beautiful spaces inside the property, the hand-painted walls, all these arch windows, dome ceiling design with this intricate plastered details. And then we got these fancy light fixtures with brass rims, and your table set up smack bang in the center. Bonds of space to hang out in and enjoy. Now, if you chuck in 2 more chairs, you can comfortably fit 14 people here. And the thought that we've been spot 10 throughout the property is also really well shown in this space. The cutlery, glassware, tablecloths, right down to chairs and pillows, everything is set up for your dining experience. And I also love our backdrop here, how we got the main level pool. As a matter of fact, there's also a French door here opening up to the same level. And then over on this side, we got the service kitchen. Now, this room comes with some built-in cabinetry. You got a few induction cooktops here to keep your food warm. As a matter of fact, to me left, we got a door opening up to the chef's kitchen so they can easily serve this area. We also have this island right in the center, and a fair few meals we've had so far were buffet style. So it's grouse to have a bit of countertop space like this. You just grab your food, come over to your seat, and enjoy your meal. Now, seeing as we're in India, and we're staying at this property with a level of curation, thought, and taste is so high that the meals we've had so far were truly unreal. The experience here is a direct result of what the owners want for hospitality. Day to Pinky and Sanjay ready. And at Palacio, when we have guests coming here, we want them to get a cooking experience to another level. One chef can't do everything, right? It has to be variety. So we have 3 chefs. One chef, his name is Sanjeev, so he knows all the amazing Goan food. He makes it real nice. And then we have another chef called Chef Ramesh, whom I've trained to me home in Hyderabad. Our South Indian food is the most healthiest food. Food shouldn't be just looking grouse and being unhealthy. It should look grouse, taste grouse, and be healthy. Whether it's the fresh fruit and eggs with Indian flair for brekkie, the vibrant lunches and dinners, finished with gelato. If you can capture happiness in one frame, this is what it looks like. That's it. Yeah, have a squiz at me. All of the custom cooking and service bits of this home made us feel special. We had so much in our days here. The first one's called matsuri, which is a Japanese word for jasmine. This is a milk punch, clarified cocktail. Simple sipper, nice and light. Oh, you can definitely have that all day. That's real light. I reckon this is such a grouse hybrid of like sake, glass of wine, and like a martini. It's like super refreshing. Selena, can you get the chai, please? What's so special about it? So we have our in-house person called Bahadur. He was working with Jimmy, too. He's Nepalese and he's too sweet. He makes the best chai. And everyone who comes here, they say, can we have Bahadur's chai, please? It is too yummy. This is so refreshing. Is there ginger in there? Yeah, it's light, and it's got lemongrass also. Yeah, lemongrass. There we go. I don't reckon I've ever had a chai tea like this. It's fab. That's what I'm telling you. Now I'm going to be a skin for it every day. Our staff are here 24/7, so you will have anybody in the middle of the night. You're going to call from your room. You'll have a butler answering. I might hold them responsible for that tonight, because we have a fair bit of work to do before we leave. And I was thinking, I might ask for a coffee around 2 o'clock or 3 a.m. You're gonna get it. I reckon besides just what you say and how you make people feel, your actions can also show those feelings as well. Of course. And I reckon the level of curation, and you guys want to provide this unique experience speaks to property. It shows that. Sanjay and Pinky were truly looking after us. From the meals and the chats, right down to Pinky's morning sunrise ritual. We were part of their home and part of their lives. And this is what they want to share, especially seeing, as a previous owner, Jimmy Gazder, a quirky Parsi businessman, built a Butte sanctuary but was real private about the grounds. He was a bit of a recluse. He wouldn't want anyone to walk in this property. They were real strictly guarded. And back then, this was more like the Great Gatsby home. The fact that it's open to the world is actually real excellent. So that's when I kept saying, Sanjay, we need to give out this home. Let people use it. If not the house, especially a house like this will get spoiled if it's not used. It has always bothered me when I see grouse properties that are empty most of the time. So the fact that they want to share Palacio is something that I truly admire. Fair dinkum. There's a bit of return on investment aspect of making your home a spot where people can be guests. But that's truly not the vibe you get when you're here. This is personal. In India, there's a statement called Ati Devo Bhava, he gets it. Basically means guest is God, like God. I love that. So I reckon we wanted a spot to create memories for people when they come with family and mates and a feeling that they want to come back and experience this, because how much ever you have of it, it's not enough. And now the outdoors. Now, even though I'm so hooked on this property, its architecture and history, I gotta say I reckon I love, and I'm more buzzed about the grounds. Seeing as we're sitting on 5 lush acres, We got so many different moments, outdoor spaces, sections to have a squiz at. As a matter of fact, let's keep going with this area. Covered outdoor dining area, glass table. Have a squiz at these sculpture legs and surroundings, the palm trees. You can hear the water features. What an unreal moment for you to just sit down, smash a feed. And as a matter of fact, Dal, how about we bring everyone here so we can have a squiz down the lower section where we've got the outdoor dance floor, the views, the set-in. It is quite unreal. Now, follow me this way. Seeing, as we're on the main level, I want to have a chat about this pool. The first thing that hits me is how clean this pool is. The level of upkeep and looking after this property gets us something else. And I gotta say, this is the cleanest pool we've ever seen on our channel. No worries. The mosaic tiling, how it's wrapped around the architecture of the home, and how this space is so private. Seeing, as we got the elevation, and we got the house on one side, and these open views with lush landscaping around us. It's a truly special moment to enjoy. And heading up to this section, another outdoor seating area. I can't get over it. These grounds are exciting, appealing, mystical, and I reckon these grounds complete the whole experience when it comes to this home. Now, while we're looking at this angle, I want to quickly chat about some of the home's architectural details. Again, we can see heaps of laterite stone, and here you can see different sizes of brick, crown, molded, arched openings, and how they use the same stone in heaps of different sizes to create this butte at this stage historical structure. And the round section here is where we've got the eagle room. I reckon that casement window designs grouse, the dome roof, and the roof lines here with the stacked tile design. It's real rich and gives heaps of character. And these arched openings that you see used to be all open. And the current owners glassed up these openings and turned a fair few of these rooms into air-conditioned indoor spaces. Now, follow me this way. We've got more of these sculptural columns. I also reckon these gold sculptures chucked on the facade are grouse. And over here, we got another covered space with this barrel ceiling design that leads into the lounge. So it's a grouse moment for you to just sit down and be shaded. And over here, we got the outdoor staircase leading you down to the lower level. Another massive sculpture. And suss out this view. This is so dreamy. The prison, the coastline, the rock formation, the sound of the water. It is quite magic. And as a matter of fact, let's keep on with our tour. The dance floor, the disco, as they reckon, is one of the most unreal outdoor spaces. It's open. I reckon the pink marble floorings grouse in this backdrop, the masonry work of the arches, columns, the Ryland design above, and how the landscaping is taking over this whole wall is something else. I mean, this is a butte backdrop. Now, the owners have also chucked heaps of parties here. So this is a grouse area for you to set up, have your outdoor lights, and just really have a grouse time and enjoy it with your mates. Now, over on the other side, you got this breathtaking view framed by these trees. Another outdoor seating area right in front of us. And this beaut little water feature. Now, in case you're wondering where all these sounds are coming from, is the water feature here. And as a matter of fact, one of my favorite moments inside the property, the way. Alright, let's have a proper look at this section. The way they've set this up, with the steps and how the landscaping's been worked into this water feature, and how it frames the whole area. It's just unreal, mate. I reckon I could spend 20 minutes easy just standing here next to this water feature, listening to all the sounds around. This is something else, I tell you. And get this, there's a walkway here too. Well, technically, a staircase that takes you down to the lower level grounds, and another staircase over here that takes you up. And we still, righto, let's get our peepers on some more of this place. This property, it's all about making every single moment count, isn't it? And this pond here, top-notch example, bonds of space, and the landscaping's real lush. Now, there's a waterfall out the back as well. And if you follow that waterfall right up, there's a spot where you can use it as an outdoor shower, which I reckon's a bloody brilliant idea. And beyond that, around this pond, we've got heaps of different staircases, walkways, and outdoor areas for you to kick back and enjoy. And even better, right here, they've got a cave. Now, get to the cave ain't exactly a walk in the park. You gotta navigate to the water feature, fair dinkum, and we're so committed to this. We're actually gonna head in there. Come on in, this cool outdoor space. You can get right up close to pond here. I mean, it's bonkers. The amount of work that's gone into this property to create these moments, these areas, and make every bit of grounds count. Pretty impressive, I reckon. Did you blokes go to the cave? Did you guys? Yeah, of course we did. Mate, any chance I get in this home, I'm always cruising around, you know? Whenever I get the chance, I walk the grounds, because it makes me feel real special. Like, there's something really magical about this place. You've been outside near the fish pond with the koi, with all those baskets, for 3 months. I told Sanjay he was like a Tarzan. He was zipping up and zipping down, zipping up and zipping down. I got tired just watching him. I was getting the house done inside, and he was getting the lighting and the plants and all that sorted outside. I can't stand the heat, so he's a champ with all that stuff. Now, when you're trying to cover 5 acres and all the grounds, it can get pretty tiring. And we're shooting this episode in April, so it's a bit hot outside. That's why I lost the button shirt. I wore a regular shirt instead. How are you holding up, Dal? I'm doing great, mate. Texas gets pretty hot, so I'm a bit used to this, you know? That's a fair point, mate. As you know, I lived in Texas for 12 years, so I'm used to it as well. But hey, we're doing our best to cover all of this area in the grounds. And with the elevation, all these steps, it can get exhausting, for sure. But by the way, have a squiz at the scenery here. Where are we? What is all this place? All these palm trees. I feel like I'm in a maze, I swear. Now, let me show you this walkway and how it connects this wing to the other. And it is so extravagant. The amount of work that went into creating this space with a retaining wall, groin ceilings with all these bricks, double columns, holding up the structure. And when you think about it, there wasn't a need for an extravagant space like this to exist, but they built it anyway. They wanted to make it special, see? They wanted to create another unique moment. And I reckon this section here is straight out of a movie, and it connects back to the water feature and the rest of the home. This is why we've been out on the ground for hours. And I don't know how much we can actually put into words to describe what it means to walk these grounds and just be here, you know, present. It's pretty hard to articulate, but your senses are alive. You feel so energized by the soil, by the grounds, by the spirit of this place. That's why we keep walking. More to walk, more to see. Let's get a wriggle on. I reckon this is one of those tours where Dal is hating my guts. He's thinking, why are you making us walk to every single corner, take every single step? Can't we just get some beautiful B-rolls and voice over all of this stuff? Yeah, why don't we switch roles real quick? You take the camera, I'll do the tour. Why don't you hold the gimbal? Well, I get it, mate. I mean, it's not easy to navigate these outdoor spaces. And by the way, have a look at the space that we are in right now. How is this even real? The railing, these massive stone pillars, and we're floating up in the air, and look at our surroundings. The trees, we're fully shaded underneath this lush landscaping. The lower grounds, the water, the rock formation. This is where we stop the scribbing and just start reacting. I think it's sick, mate. I think it's the coolest thing ever. Why it exists, I don't know. Why they were so elaborate when it comes to terracing all these grounds and creating so many different staircases and walkways. I'll tell you what, I appreciate it. I'm going to use every bit of it, and I'm going to take you down with me. Dal, let's go. Let's go. Here's another interesting area. On this side, we have a cave, a walkway that connects to the lower section, lined with these pillars, and one of the pillars is knocked down. Now, when we were touring this property a couple days ago, and when the staff was showing us around, they were mentioning that the homeowners here want to preserve the original identity of this property and alter it as little as possible. That's why they wanted to keep that pillar that way. But then if you zoom out, you'll also realize that there's this palm tree that was knocked down and it got caught by this pillar. And from there, it actually grew up and they just kept it this way. This is what I love about history. Properties with pedigree and character. You end up having things and being able to experience things that you just simply wouldn't be able to in a brand new home. But here, the grounds and the history are so rich, you get all kinds of things. This is super cool. Mate, I think at this point, I've walked the ground 6 or 7 times. The way this property is designed, with the stonework and all that, everything still feels like part of the earth. It doesn't come across as this really fabricated or built up space, you know? That's true. I think that interaction and having the water, it's like your senses are always so alive. I feel like if I were to actually not work here and shoot, I would be outside all the time. Me too, mate. Look at this frame. Are we in Positano? Are we in the south of France? Nah, this is Goa, India. I would have never thought 5 years ago, starting this channel, that we would end up in places like this. This is one of those surreal moments. I want to remember the smell of the air, the smell of the grounds, this sound forever. I'm trying to burn it into my hard drive because it's that cool. It is that cool, mate. Why it even exists. I don't know if I'm inspired by the old Hollywood movies or growing up in Turkey and seeing estates with big grounds, but I always enjoy properties that showcase beautiful landscaping and expensive grounds. And I reckon that's what takes a home from a home to an estate level. Yeah? And this property, with its environment, the acreage, and also the amount of attention that's been put into the grounds, really allows you to make the best of the setting. And in fact, I always say this, a house is a depreciating asset. It is the land that appreciates. It is a land that always stands there and protects its quality. And this property really promotes you to enjoy that, cherish that, and celebrate that for sure. And there's something grounding about it that it changes your mood. It changes the way you feel. It changes the way you feel about yourself. Mate, living in Los Angeles, traveling across the world. I mean, it took us nearly 26 hours just to get to this location. And I've forgotten all of that. I've forgotten that I came from LA. I've forgotten that we have a YouTube channel. I barely even check my phone. All I do is just walk around, observe, hear the sounds of this place, and try to make sense of it. Try to familiarize myself with it while experiencing the joy it gives me. And I reckon that's really the essence of the grounds. That's really the essence of this property and its ethos, mate. And I reckon that's really why this property is a passion project for the homeowners. It's not just another beautiful home that they decorated. It's this living mechanism. It's this ecosystem that they're developing that nurtures other people, changes their lives, maybe give them a chance to stop, think, and enjoy the present moment. And that's what really this property provides you. And those are the feelings I get when I walk these grounds and try to talk about them. So, Jimmy was born into wealth. His father and mother were based in Mumbai. And in the 1970s, when he was actually passing by on a boat on the water, he apparently told one of his mates, he saw this hillside, and he said, if I make a home in Goa, I want to make it at this location. And it's quite interesting, because this whole hillside is owned only by the government and the church. There's no private property here. So, I don't know how he convinced the church to sell him the land, because churches aren't in the business of selling land. One thing is, you didn't add, he is very connected. His uncle owned a newspaper. So, in those days, getting permission to build here on the water was a challenge also. Yeah, true, that when Jimmy sold his home, he was so particular that the home remained intact, that he also insisted that the art, whatever is part of the home, be sold along with it. Plus, staff has offered the new owner as part of the deal. You met Ram Krishna? Yeah, this guy who was walking around with you? Yes, he was there from the beginning. He's been here for 35 years. So, a lot of people here. So we love because of the soul of the house. The guy who made your prawn curry is the old chef. He's the old chef, all right. So, a lot of them have been here 30, 35 years. Some of the gardener has been here 40 years. So, the love they have for this property, when they saw it being built, I mean, it's irreplaceable. So, whoever was willing to stay back, we kept all of them. So, the history here is really twofold. The Portuguese colonized Goa during the age of exploration in the 16th century. They built forts, churches, and infrastructure that changed the architectural landscape of this region. And then centuries later, Jimmy Gazder brought his unique sensibility to this place to create something that has its own regional aesthetic within the context of its very history. Imagine getting involved with property where its very grounds used to be a historic Portuguese fort. That's crazy. And in fact, if you look at the surrounding area of this property, you'll see that this is the only home here. And behind the home, there's also a church, because every time the Portuguese built a military fort, they also built a church with it. And besides these two structures, the only thing that we have in the surrounding area is the prison that's on the other side. Again, now it's a museum. And you have this vast, open outdoor space on the water level. And what a great area for you to host events in. Enjoy a walk of its grounds. And I have to say, given the day and age that we live in, having a property like this, having these expensive grounds and access to the outdoors is incredibly special. Something I value so much. The way nature hugs its property and protects every single moment makes the outdoor experience so much more meaningful. I mean, the drone shots that we captured earlier on today were truly spectacular. And in fact, when you come over here, you can look back to property and look at all these terrace grounds, staircases, the masonry work, all these outdoor areas. It is exciting to be standing here. It is exciting to be part of the story. And without a doubt, one of the most incredible properties we've ever toured. The original design of Palacio was a collaboration between the owner, Jimmy Gazder, and the Goan architect, Gerard da Cunha. And now da Cunha has come back to work with the current owners for all of their additions and ideas. That's what really worked. We got the same architect, Gerard, so he could give the same feel. I'll show it to you when we are walking around. What is new and what is old? Yeah, it's a sensitive project to touch and alter the color motifs, the earth and stone from the region, the passive ventilation on the corridors of the house. The heart of this design is truly Goan, mate. There's even a hidden sense of humor and local pride in da Cunha's approach. If you walk around Goa, you'll see that neighbors playfully compete to see who has the longest staircase or the most unusual window shape. Palacio is a blend of all these factors. Jimmy Gazder's vision, the history of trade here, the tropical forest, the Goan sensibility of da Cunha. This blend of elements inspired Sanjay and Pinky when they saw the property. And it's really unlike anything I've ever experienced. I'm gonna stop using the word dreamy. I reckon the frame speaks for itself. The staircase, all this landscaping. That's the primary bedroom up there. Just understanding what it takes to build such a structure and maintain it blows my mind away. For real, the amount of stone and the masonry work that went into the section alone, and seeing age living in this space. Then you start putting the history on top, the homeowners, the curation, the obsession creates something that is so unique. You go, okay, this is truly one of a kind. Like, all the right elements came together for something to exist that shouldn't exist. And it does. And every morning you wake up, you walk to the dining area, you walk these grounds, and you go, no, this can't be real. I am in a dream. You look for a second and you look around yourself and it humbles you and you go back to it and you're like, all right, let's keep enjoying it. Now we're on the left wing of the property. And here we have this narrow driveway that takes you down all the way to the beach level. This section comes in real handy because if you want to throw any parties or host any events down there, you can use your golf cart to bring anything that you need. But also, this driveway serves as a walkway as well. And anybody that watches our channel knows that I love walking the grounds and properties that we showcase, yeah? I mean, look at our views. The Arabian Sea. To my left, you can see this retaining wall that hugs the hillside. And that's another moment for you to enjoy. Access to the beach to my left, and so much more to see. In fact, here we have arguably one of the best moments in this property. This section of the hillside juts out toward the views, and they developed this area real nicely with the flooring, these bulky steel rails. And here they've also put two rustic benches, all these rustic columns. And they created this really meaningful, peaceful moment for you to just sit down and enjoy. In fact, let's take everybody to the edge, mate. I mean, we're seeing, it's pretty incredible. Between the amenities and all these curated moments throughout the property, there's just no shortage of beautiful moments to enjoy. Without a doubt, mate. I mean, being here looking at the property, enjoying the grounds, I feel like all my senses are alive. I can feel my presence here. I can feel the moment so well. This is magical. And also down below, we have the pool level and still so much more to see. And then you have this beautiful reveal of the lower patio. Now, given that there's so much emphasis on entertainment in this house, it is nice to have spaces like this if you want to dine in different parts of property and interact with the surrounding landscape differently, you know? Now, I say that because here, not only you're so close to the water, you can see the rock formation, this beautiful mature tree that is literally hanging onto the retaining wall and cantilevering over it. And with all the outdoor lights, the moody ambience of this property, enjoying this place during sunset or at night is extremely special for sure. And also behind Dow, we have bathrooms for this level. And now, let's take everybody this way. And this part of the property feels like we just walked into an exclusive resort. Mate, it is private, carved into the hillside, so you're in the protected space. Your pool is perfectly positioned to take advantage of these views. Between the natural stone finish, this dark tone, how the water touches the sea. You can enjoy your cocktails here, have your lunch. Or come down here first thing in the morning. Go for a swim and get your day going. Sky is really the limit. And there's something very special about this given location. Mate, in fact, Dow, you mind going to that corner there? Because this lower pool area is carved into the hillside. Surrounded with the landscape, you feel so private here. You feel so immersed in the grounds of this property. And I really wouldn't mind spending my entire day here. Being so close to the water, hearing all these natural elements, and just enjoying this property, eh? And I hope you're getting this sense, you're understanding why I'm struggling with it. Because it's that special, it's that unique. And again, we still have so much more to see. We also have this front-facing patio that is elongated and a perfect area for outdoor dining, outdoor lounging experiences. We have 2 tables, 2 umbrellas, a bar, and a pizza oven. And there's also this tree that cascades over the section. And here we have one of my favorite outdoor spaces. You know, now, you can see this walkway leading you to this cantilevering balcony. And here you feel like you're on the very bow of a ship going through the ocean. It sits so far out that you have nothing around you, Arabian Sea, and this coastline all to yourself. And I feel like in many ways, this property features many of the design elements and feelings that we have experienced on our tours in Thailand. Yamu, Villa of Marisa, and also the property that we toured in Villa Alungalung. I feel like this property encapsulates many of those details that we've experienced on those tours, and the extent they went to make each and every space or moment count is what's so impressive and overwhelmed that about this property for sure. And being on this balcony, looking at these views, really helps you understand the scale and the grandeur of this home. When we got the home, it was only a 5-bedroom home. So the room in the old wing, that is a home. And then, as I said, it's like a little treasure trove. Every time we came, we figured out something new while we were renovating the place. There was a 10,000 square feet of servants and the staff and the back end area, which was a mess. So we just broke it all down, and that's where we built the games room and the 4 more bedrooms. There are 10 suites spread across the property. Each room offers a distinct experience. No 2 suites share the same view or orientation. I like that all the guest suites have this ongoing theme. Whether it's every suite has an incredible view, mate. So I can't even say I have friends come in, and I don't know whom to give what room because it looks. Every room is beautiful. The suites are inspired by botanicals and natural wonders, each one named after a flower that mirrors the surroundings. And each room is assigned a personal butler. It's hospitality to the max. The second floor features 3 spacious guest suites. The first one is on the right wing, called Winter Hazel, and it gets great views of surrounding grounds. Now, to my left, we have the elevator, and going this way, we have the second guest suite, Cherry Blossom. This room features marble floors with intricate inlay design, gets great natural light, and also, we have vaulted ceilings here with all these plastic details and crown molding throughout. Adding up to the moodiness of the space, your seating area, king-size bed, a poster king-size bed with a desk and a coffee station. It is nice that these guest suites are full units with their coffee station, desks, seating area, bed, and their full bathroom, so you can really enjoy your own private space. And on top of that, this one has a massive picture window with 2 casement openings, so you can allow that fresh air to come in. And I mean, look at our view. The coastline, the jail, the lighthouse, the grounds of this property are all coming into your space. And all you want to do is just sit down here, enjoy a cuppa, and enjoy this incredible setting. Now, I want to take everybody backwards, because we got to check out the full bathroom. Wait. Now, the same marble floors continue. And then we have this intricate vanity designed with mother of pearl inlays, marble countertop, vessel sinks, massive mirror wall with even more intricate details. And then you have your walk-in shower that features the same marble, your toiletries, chrome fixtures, toilet on the side, and even a candle. Again, they curate all the spaces. And this room has access to a really nice outdoor space shared by the guest suite that's next door. This room is called Sage, and it roughly has the same design elements like the guest suite that we just toured. Seating area, TV, coffee station, king-size bed. And again, I appreciate the fact that they bring in some of these architectural details into these rooms. Now, this happens to be Dow's room. So Dow, thoughts? I gotta say, from the humble beginnings of the channel, our stays have really stepped it up over the years. And this one just might take the cake, surpassing all the others. So, it's a genuine honor, for real. Couldn't agree with you more, mate. There's something incredibly magical about this property. The location, the service, the whole shebang. It's truly spectacular. And I'm stoked you enjoy your stay. Right? Let's get a move on, everyone. Let's have a quick squiz at the bathroom. This one's got more of the darker colors. Again, the stone inlays, marble countertop, mosaic tiling. Well, it looks like a mosaic, but it's actually a pattern tile on the back. So there you go. Gives it a nice, playful touch. And then we got the toiletries, towels, your spacious walk-in shower with chrome fixtures, beautiful marble work, and the cleanliness of this joint, the attention to detail, is as good as it gets. It's simply spectacular. Right? Let's head back in real quick. Alright, let's show you the shared patio. We got the sliding glass doors wide open. This pink tile here, it's absolutely warm and makes you feel right at home. No worries. And then, over to my right, have a look at the dome roof design for the Eagle Room. So, you can really get amongst the architectural bits and bobs of this place, can't ya? Nice little spot to sit down, We got a table here, and those views, Struth, it's a bonza moment to wander outside, listen to water, cop an eye for the surrounding bushland, feel the breeze, and just soak up the great outdoors. But fair dinkum, the home itself is a bloody ripper celebration of architecture. And now you're chucking that in with the history, the landscape around here, the culture of India, with top-notch service that just kicks the whole experience up a notch. And that's what's so bonza and, well, a bit overwhelming about this whole shebang, really. I reckon I'm just champing at the bit to find a way to say how I feel, my gratitude for being here, and how it feels just standing here looking at this view. I mean, this house is fair dinkum, one of a kind, beyond the quality of the rooms and the vibe of the grounds. There's a heap of extras that can really make your stay even better. They're cracking open a wellness spa with massage therapies and all sorts of other bits and bobs. They're building a pebble beach and a jetty for docking boats. But the real standout extra here, for me anyway, is the games room. We've got these double doors opening up from the foyer into the playroom. Now, when you're staying in a place like this, it's important to make some time for a bit of fun. And this is the room for it, no doubt. I love this massive sectional couch with that ripper colorful fabric. And the same colors are in those chandeliers too. And the rest of the room, just like the rest of the house, is put together just right. Coffee tables, bits and bobs, books, art all over the place. Just adds to the atmosphere, that's for sure. And over here, we got the double doors opening up to the new wing of the place where we've got some guest suites. And just like the rest of the joint, they've got big stone sculptures, beautiful old things all over the place, like this one here. Now, over here, we got a poker table. Love the chairs. That fabric is just gorgeous. It really is. And then on this side, we've got the built-in stuff. Now, Dow, getting close, mate, this looks like an empty bag of chips and some fries. But they're actually art. Ceramic. Pretty grouse. Pretty grouse indeed. And then we got the fridge here. And check this out, a little air hockey table. And it's a ping pong table too. Now, when you're in a posh room like this, you want to keep it classy, you don't want to get too carried away with it. That's why they put in one that's not too big. Fits the space better. And then we've got the pool table here. And some more art. And just like the rest of the house, this is another beaut spot for you to kick back and have some fun. And of course, this place is a pretty cool gym too. It's down toward the bottom of the property. And it's this long room where we got a rowing machine, treadmill, elliptical, your exercise bike, a little weights area, and even a bit at the end where you can do some stretching and yoga. But more than that, I really like the natural light that streams into this room. And we've got these big windows framing the views perfectly. And we're close and high enough that from here, you feel like you're on a boat enjoying the coastline. This is grouse, mate, absolutely grouse. And we've heard that the owners use this room a lot. Every time they're in here at 6 a.m. in the morning. And fair dinkum, with these views, I reckon I'd be too. Now, let's go suss out the old wing of this place. We got the double doors opening up the foyer to this arrival area where we got marble floors, heaps of stone, sculptures, old bits and bobs, a little spot to sit down. And I reckon that dresser there, wrapped in fabric, looks really chic. Now, I want to take you all this way. We got more double doors here, because we're heading into this hallway that'll take us to a bunch of guest suites, including the main bedroom. We've got marble floors, a fair bit of stone. They brought those same columns inside too. And all the openings we see here are just open, no windows. So, what the temperature is outside is what is in here. But I reckon the way they've done it, with the stone around the openings, looks bonza. And then you've got those steel railings that they brought inside too. Just adds to the overall feel, really. Now, over here, we've got a door that goes to the bridge that links to the motor quarters. So, you can get to this side of the house pretty easy. But the main reason I wanted to bring you all here is this hallway. The whole design of it. The barrel ceiling, the brickwork. How they've used that laterite stuff as a crown molded with mood lighting. And chucking that in with these openings, marble floors, the staircase. It really sets this like mystical, dreamy vibe as you head down these steps to the guest suites. Now, this is where the tour gets pretty interesting, because besides the guest suites, we got another room here that's pretty unique. Welcome to the prayer room. Seeing as we're in India, it makes sense to have a room like this with hand-painted walls, old bits and bobs, and there's even its own aircon hidden in the wall design. And this is a room where you can pray, meditate, get into that Zen state of mind. And it's grouse that they've got a dedicated space for it. Now, back to the landing. On the other side, we got guest suite number 3, Stargazer. And this is where I'm crashing. Now, instead of going on about the architectural stuff, I want to talk about how it's been staying in this room. Just off the entry, we've got a coffee station. Comes in handy, because I love a good cuppa, I do. And heading into the room, you see the views, the amount of light coming in, and the size of the room is bloody ripper. You've got a spot to sit down, your king-size bed with that ripper headboard design. And that's a theme throughout the house. And the pillows, the sheets, everything's dead set comfy. No worries there. Now, on the other side, we've got a good desk. And we're often filming till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, even 10 p.m. But after that, I come over here, whip out my laptop, light a candle, and just get a bit more work done. And I can still soak up the views from my desk. Then, there's that comfy spot to sit down. And the outside wall of this room is curved glass, with windows on each side. And I reckon after the main bedroom, this guest suite's got the best views. Not only do you get the bush, the trees, that ripper little view to our left, you still get to see view and the whole coastline from here, and even the ground of the place. So, it feels like a little watchtower from here. I can just soak up the place I'm in. I really can. And not only that, you've got motorized blinds and blockouts here if you want some privacy. But as soon as I wake up, I open the curtains first thing in the morning, that's for sure. Now, then we got the same marble floors, your telly, Bluetooth speaker. And it might not look like I'm staying in this room, because everything's so tidy right now, but all my stuff's in that dresser there. There you go. Everything's tucked away nice and neat. And fair dinkum. That's all you need, because you're here to enjoy the place, right? Now, next up, I want to show you all the bathroom. The walls of this room are all curved, and they've chucked in glazed pink mosaic tiles to give it more depth. And here we got the clawfoot tub. I reckon it might be the only clawfoot tub in the whole joint. Could be wrong, though. Then you got your wall lights, your toilet, and a glass walk-in shower. Now, Dow, getting close, mate, there's a grouse bit here I want to show you. I'll try not to get wet, but we've got the guessy fittings here. And when you want to turn the shower on, you don't have to fiddle with the taps. Just press a button here. All my heat settings are just right, and the pressure. And there you go. Pretty cool, eh? This is pretty bonza, I reckon. And you're done. Just like that. It's a nice touch. When you want everything to be just right, it's grouse. Now, we got the vanity here. 2 sinks, mirrors, toiletries, all just right. Perfect. Every day, you get fresh towels that are dead set comfy. Everything you touch in this house is just top notch. And I've been really enjoying my time here. Absolutely. What we really love is taking something and turning it into something incredible. Something truly magical. Something that gives an experience, a real sense of place. And this ain't the first time we've done it, of course. Not necessarily for a house. But if you think about Mumbai Airport, what we did with it when we took it over in 2006, it was ranked as one of the worst airports in the world. At that time, we also set a vision saying that we want to make Mumbai Airport one of the best airports in the world, which will make Mumbai and India proud. And most people laughed at me when I said that because they said it's impossible beyond repair. But when you have a clear vision and when you know what you want, you just keep plugging away at it. Don't give up. And you got to be obsessed. That's the key. So this is an extension of that. When we saw this place, the natural setting it was in, the ground, the architecture, while it wasn't in good nick. It was in a pretty bad state. The potential was huge. We knew it. They used to have a massive wall here. And Sanjay just knocked it down. Said, bugger that. He said, I don't want anything blocking the view. He wants to see, and who can blame him? Yeah, and this is all brand new. We did all this. This stone is a going stone, beautiful. These Spanish steps were done by Jimmy. This is your Positano frame. Yeah, Sanjay got this little spot made. And you could actually sit there nice and relaxing. It's like a little amphitheater. So you can have a do here and people can sit around and watch. Have a good time. One of the most important things in life is relationships, no doubt about it. And what we were missing is that we have a lot of mates in different parts of India and different parts of the world. And we reckon we don't spend enough time with M, even with family or mates. We just end up seeing him at parties, have a quick chat, and then head off. Doesn't feel right. So we're using this as a reason to invite our mates over. Make sure we make the time. When we had our mates over, we had evening drinks. We had a Barbie here, and people were chilling here. It was bonza, absolutely bonza. Last rainy season, during the monsoon, we were walking outside, and suddenly a downpour bucketing down. We were both hiding under this. It was pretty romantic. Actually, yeah, this was all original. Jimmy did it all. The bloke was a genius. Jimmy was a bit of a madman, though, gotta say, he was a bit eccentric, without a doubt. He was, so maybe in 100 years, they'll say, Sanjay and Pinky were a bit of a mad couple, what a pair. When we first bought the place, it was really dark, oppressive, almost. I reckon the old owners love cold colors, red and black. And I said to Sanjay, this ain't us, doesn't reflect who we are. We gotta do something about it, pronto. I love blue, always have. Look, I'm wearing blue today. And I want something easy on the eyes, something soothing. And Sanjay loves nature. He's a real outdoorsy bloke. And he said, I want to get up and just press a button, and the curtains open, and we see the sea. That's all I want. So, I reckon this is the best view ever. I'm convinced of it. I don't reckon any house has this view. Not a chance. And we got a grouse private veranda and a little gazebo, perfect for relaxing. So I reckon I could just live in that bedroom, honestly. And now I'm chuffed to welcome you to the main bedroom. Come on in. It's got its own entry area with marble floors, dome ceiling, light blue tones. And then we go straight into the bedroom itself. You can feel the grandeur and the chill vibe of this room straight away. I reckon the view and what you're seeing speaks for itself. No need to say more. And then to my right, we've got the king-size bed. Love the headboard design, light blue tones. Matches the rest of the room. And then here, this cabinet hides your pop-up telly. Clever design that. Now, over on the other side, we got the desk, the spot to sit down, and this room's the same shape as the lounge we saw earlier. So, you got big windows. Windows opening up to the outside with their own Juliet balconies. And seeing, as we're up high here, you get even better views, unbelievable. From left all the way to the right, you got this huge open view, absolutely stunning. Now, the other thing I want to show you in this room is the marble bench here. I reckon it's hand-carved, and it's a grouse piece to anchor the room and make it look even better, very classy. And around the corner, we've got a terrace just in the main bedroom that we'll see in a second. You'll love it. Now, follow me to the bathroom. Just off the entry, we got the built-in wardrobes with mirrored fronts. Another dome ceiling, marble floors, and more cupboard for storage. Storage is always handy. I reckon the entry's pretty spacious too. Sets the tone for what's to come. Gives you a sense of what to expect. And then we've got the glam station to my left and the walk-in shower. And the vanity to my left. 2 sinks. A Bonza onyx back wall that's book-matched. Absolutely gorgeous. This stone, with the way the veins run through it, the colors, the depth, it looks grouse. And it's got the same blue tones we've been seeing all over the place, ties it all together. And it's used here in this arch opening with mosaic tiles. Nice touch. And here we've got the toilet, spacious walk-in shower, chrome fittings again. And there's even a little patio here for you to soak up the outdoors, or let some fresh air in, whichever you prefer. Bonza bathroom. Can't complain about that. I mean, not much else to say. Let's go suss out that terrace, shall we? The architecture of this place, the way it's laid out and designed, meant there were plenty of spots outside, made the most of the land. And here on this level, the owners and designers really made the most of it and made this incredible space. They certainly did. Not only do you got wide open spaces, spots to sit down outside like this, but you've also got little gardens. Adds a touch of nature to the place. And the fact that we're on the top floor, you can really get a good look at the architecture of this place. Appreciate all the more. That cool roof design outside of the house, all incredible. You can really feel and get up close to the different parts of this house. Connect with it all. In fact, the dome roof to my right is where we've got the lounge. And there's a little path here that takes you to the other side. And here you can really suss out the grounds of this place. Take it all in, all the different levels, big trees, water features, the main pool, and the rest of the place, just beautiful. This is a grouse view, can't deny that. And over on this side, we got the cover to the patio. You can walk all the way to the edge and feel like you're actually floating above this bay, this ripper coastline. Amazing feeling. Now, we flew all the way to India to show you 2 places, and I reckon it was well worth the trip, without a doubt. There's something magical about this country, its people and its architecture, and I'm chuffed we could show you what this place has to offer, give you a little taste. This has been a real eye-opener, and I'm dead set grateful that we could walk around this place, get a feel for it, and share with you all, bring you along for the ride, and I hope we can come back to India again one day. I really do. Fair dinkum, one of the coolest places we've ever walked around and shown on this channel, and I hope you enjoy it too. Enjoy seeing it as much as we enjoyed being here. There's a sense of calm that washes over you when you know something's right. And when you know something fits, you just feel at peace. Sharing Palacio Aguada with the world just feels right. That's the honest truth. It's experiences like this that I dreamed about when I started my channel. Finding unique places and bringing you along with me. That's what it's all about. But this place blew my mind, surpassed all expectations. This mix of history, design, and coastal jungle set in can't be beaten. A perfect combination. They made us feel the hospitality that's just part of the culture here. Like nothing I've ever seen. The welcome was incredible. Saying the staff here were good would be a massive understatement. Doesn't do them justice. They've turned hospitality into an art form. It's more than just a job to them. They gave the experience real soul, and you can tell the owners are passionate about this place. It's more than just a business to them. It's a labor of love. You can feel the love for this project all over the place, in every little detail. They say in India, the guest is God, and we're leaving this place feeling like royalty. That's no joke. There's something special happening here, and I'm stoked to have been a part of it. Absolutely over the moon. Thanks for being here at our home. Nah, it still doesn't feel real, does it? This place is so magical, just doesn't seem possible. And between the grounds, the property, the way it makes you feel, it's like a magical wonderland straight out of fairy tale. You walk around and you can't believe it's real. You really can't. Absolutely, it's unbelievable. It actually exists, and we've been lucky enough to see it. Right? Everyone, that's the end of the tour, unfortunately. Hope you enjoyed it, got something out of it. We cover a fair bit on this tour. The property, the architecture, the history, the location, the owners, and everything's got no stone unturned. I'm dead set grateful to Pinky and Sanjay Reddy for letting us into their home and letting us experience what Palacio Aguada is all about. We're eternally grateful. Now, let us know in the comments what you reckon of the house. We're keen to hear your thoughts. What do you reckon of the tour? And as always, you can find more info about this place in the description of this video. So make sure you check it out. Have a good look. Lastly, if you enjoyed our tour, give us a like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers. Here's your paragraph rewritten in cinematic, elegant English narration, perfectly flowing and natural for a luxury mansion video voiceover. The Billion Villa style. Ascending to the upper floor, we arrive at the primary bedroom suite, a private sanctuary that radiates both grandeur and serenity. The moment the doors open, the scene feels almost dreamlike. A king-size bed sits gracefully at the center, wrapped in Italian cream leather, facing a floor-to-ceiling glass wall that unveils a breathtaking panoramic view of Los Angeles glittering under the night sky. In the morning, natural light filters through motorized curtains, gently illuminating every detail, from the hand-woven wool rugs to the onyx stone console table. Every element embodies the art of refined living, where comfort and beauty exist in perfect harmony. Behind a sliding wooden wall lies the dual walk-in wardrobe, spanning more than 80 square meters. Dozens of illuminated glass cabinets line the space, each with sensor-activated LED lighting, and a central display area showcasing handbags, watches, and jewelry, like a private luxury boutique within the home. Now, we step into the primary bathroom. The space so exquisite, you might forget you're a resident and not inside a 7-star spa in Beverly Hills. At its center stands a freestanding bathtub carved from a single block of marble, perfectly positioned beside a full-height glass window, inviting you to soak in the warm glow of sunset spreading across the valley. On either side are handcrafted double vanities made from pure Greek white stone, illuminated by subtle, recessed lighting that casts a soft, calming radiance. No detail has been overlooked. From the steam room to the rain shower fitted with Dornbrack fixtures, where every drop of water is precisely calibrated in temperature and pressure, offering a true therapy of relaxation and renewal. ChatGPT said, here's your paragraph translated into natural, cinematic English narration style, perfect for voiceover in the Billion Villa video. From a distance, La Fin Mansion appears like a colossal diamond, masterfully carved into the hills of Bel Air. Every line, every glass panel has been meticulously designed to capture natural light and open up a breathtaking 360-degree view over Los Angeles. The facade embraces a modern minimalist aesthetic, blending white concrete, tempered glass, and stainless steel, creating an impression of elegance that feels both light and pure. At the entrance stands a 5-meter-high main gate, leading to a white marble driveway that guides guests toward the grand foyer. On both sides, perfectly aligned palm trees stand tall, symbols of balance, prestige, and power. The first thing that captures everyone's attention is the artificial waterfall cascading in front of the house. Streams of water glide down the stone wall, shimmering like crystal under the sunlight, turning the outdoor space into a living symphony of nature and modern art. The estate spans over 2 acres, nearly 5,000 square meters, featuring expansive terraces, an infinity pool, and lush green gardens surrounding the property. From here, you can see downtown Los Angeles, the Hollywood Hills, and when night falls, the city lights below unfold like an ocean of stars glittering at your feet. Would you like me to continue translating the next part, interior tour, in the same cinematic tone and style? Here's a cinematic English narration version of your paragraph, elegant, fluent, and natural, written exactly in the tone used for the Billion Villa videos. Stepping through the nearly 4-meter-tall glass doors, we enter the grand foyer, the space that defines the very soul of La Fin Mansion. From the very first moment, you can sense an aura of quiet sophistication, a rare kind of energy that only exists in places built with absolute perfection. The ceiling soars almost 9 meters high, entirely covered with transparent glass panels that allow natural light to pour in from every direction. Suspended in the center is a 6-meter-long crystal chandelier, each crystal hand-cut to reflect light into thousands of sparkling rays. The floor is laid with smooth Italian marble, cool and pristine underfoot, while a curved staircase of glass and stainless steel rises gracefully, a design that feels both light and enduring, embodying the language of pure elegance. Beyond the foyer lies a main living room, a continuous, open-concept space seamlessly connected to garden and the infinity pool outside. The floor-to-ceiling sliding glass walls can fully retract, transforming the entire area into an open-air sanctuary, where wind, sunlight, and nature blend as one. At the heart of the room sits a custom-designed sectional sofa, large enough to comfortably seat more than 20 guests. Above it hangs a striking abstract painting by a Swiss artist, commissioned exclusively by the owner to capture the essence of La Fin perfection. Every element here, from lighting to sound and temperature, is orchestrated by an intelligent home automation system. With a single touch, the atmosphere shifts from bright and radiant to soft golden tones, perfect for an intimate gathering or a quiet evening of relaxation. Here's your paragraph rewritten in fluent, cinematic English narration style, perfectly suited for a luxury home tour video voiceover, like the Billion Villa. Moving from the living room, we enter the dining area and kitchen, the warm heart of the mansion, where every moment togetherness becomes truly unforgettable. The main dining room follows an open concept design, centered around a 12-seat dining table crafted from imported walnut wood. Its surface polished by hand until it gleams like a mirror. Above it, a 4-meter crystal chandelier casts a soft, golden glow across the room, creating an atmosphere that is both intimate and exquisitely refined. Behind the dining table stands a floor-to-ceiling wine display, showcasing hundreds of rare bottles from France, Italy, and Napa Valley, each preserved at its perfect temperature through a custom microclimate cooling system. Adjacent to the dining area lies the main kitchen, a space that feels more like a gallery of modern design than a workspace. Every countertop is made from Calicut Vagli marble, a rare Italian stone known for its elegant, cloud-like veining. The kitchen is equipped with top-of-the-line Gaggenau appliances, including dual ovens, integrated refrigerators, and a concealed ventilation system hidden within the ceiling, leaving nothing visible but pure, seamless beauty. In the far corner, there's a secondary chef's kitchen designed to meet 5-star restaurant standards. Here, private chefs can prepare lavish banquets for dozens of guests without ever disturbing the serenity of the main living space. ChatGPT said, "Here's your paragraph rewritten in cinematic, elegant English narration, perfectly flowing and natural for a luxury mansion video voiceover, the Billion Villa style." Ascending to the upper floor, we arrive at the primary bedroom suite, a private sanctuary that radiates both grandeur and serenity. The moment the doors open, the scene feels almost dreamlike. A king-size bed sits gracefully at the center, wrapped in Italian cream leather, facing a floor-to-ceiling glass wall that unveils a breathtaking panoramic view of Los Angeles glittering under the night sky. In the morning, natural light filters through motorized curtains, gently illuminating every detail, from the hand-woven wool rugs to the onyx stone console table. Every element embodies the art of refined living, where comfort and beauty exist in perfect harmony. Behind a sliding wooden wall lies the dual walk-in wardrobe, spanning more than 80 square meters. Dozens of illuminated glass cabinets line the space, each with sensor-activated LED lighting, and a central display area showcasing handbags, watches, and jewelry, like a private luxury boutique within the home. Now, we step into the primary bathroom, a space so exquisite you might forget you're in a residence and not inside a 7-star spa in Beverly Hills. At its center stands a freestanding bathtub carved from a single block of marble, perfectly positioned beside a full-height glass window, inviting you to soak in the warm glow of sunset spreading across the valley. On either side are handcrafted double vanities made from pure Greek white stone, illuminated by subtle, recessed lighting that casts a soft, calming radiance. No detail has been overlooked. From the steam room to the rain shower fitted with Dornbrack fixtures, where every drop of water is precisely calibrated in temperature and pressure, offering a true therapy of relaxation and renewal. ChatGPT said, "Here's your paragraph rewritten in cinematic, elegant English narration, perfectly flowing and natural for a luxury mansion video voiceover, billion villa style." Ascending to the upper floor, we arrive at the primary bedroom suite, a private sanctuary that radiates both grandeur and serenity. The moment the doors open, the scene feels almost dreamlike. A king-size bed sits gracefully at the center, wrapped in Italian cream leather, facing a floor-to-ceiling glass wall that unveils a breathtaking panoramic view of Los Angeles glittering under the night sky. In the morning, natural light filters through motorized curtains, gently illuminating every detail, from the hand-woven wool rugs to the onyx stone console table. Every element embodies the art of refined living, where comfort and beauty exist in perfect harmony. Behind a sliding wooden wall lies the dual walk-in wardrobe, spanning more than 80 square meters. Dozens of illuminated glass cabinets line the space, each with sensor-activated LED lighting, and a central display area showcasing handbags, watches, and jewelry, like a private luxury boutique within the home. Now, we step into the primary bathroom, a space so exquisite you might forget you're in a residence and not inside a 7-star spa in Beverly Hills. At its center stands a freestanding bathtub carved from a single block of marble, perfectly positioned beside a full-height glass window, inviting you to soak in the warm glow of sunset spreading across the valley. On either side are handcrafted double vanities made from pure Greek white stone, illuminated by subtle, recessed lighting that casts a soft, calming radiance. No detail has been overlooked. From the steam room to the rain shower fitted with Dornbrack fixtures, where every drop of water is precisely calibrated in temperature and pressure, offering a true therapy of relaxation and renewal. ChatGPT said, "Here's your paragraph rewritten in cinematic, elegant English narration, perfectly flowing and natural for a luxury mansion video voiceover, a billion villa style." Ascending to the upper floor, we arrive at the primary bedroom suite, a private sanctuary that radiates both grandeur and serenity. The moment the doors open, the scene feels almost dreamlike. A king-size bed sits gracefully at the center, wrapped in Italian cream leather, facing a floor-to-ceiling glass wall that unveils a breathtaking panoramic view of Los Angeles glittering under the night sky. In the morning, natural light filters through motorized curtains, gently illuminating every detail, from the hand-woven wool rugs to the onyx stone console table. Every element embodies the art of refined living, where comfort and beauty exist in perfect harmony. Behind a sliding wooden wall lies the dual walk-in wardrobe, spanning more than 80 square meters. Dozens of illuminated glass cabinets line the space, each with sensor-activated LED lighting, and a central display area showcasing handbags, watches, and jewelry, like a private luxury boutique within the home. Now, we step into the primary bathroom, a space so exquisite you might forget you're in a residence and not inside a 7-star spa in Beverly Hills. At its center stands a freestanding bathtub carved from a single block of marble, perfectly positioned beside a full-height glass window, inviting you to soak in the warm glow of sunset spreading across the valley. On either side are handcrafted double vanities made from pure Greek white stone, illuminated by subtle, recessed lighting that casts a soft, calming radiance. No detail has been overlooked. From the steam room to the rain shower fitted with Dornbrack fixtures, where every drop of water is precisely calibrated in temperature and pressure, offering a true therapy of relaxation and renewal. Perfectly flowing and natural for a luxury mansion video voiceover, the Billion Villa style. Ascending to the upper floor, we arrive at the primary bedroom suite, a private sanctuary that radiates both grandeur and serenity. The moment the doors open, the scene feels almost dreamlike. A king-size bed sits gracefully at the center, wrapped in Italian cream leather, facing a floor-to-ceiling glass wall that unveils a breathtaking panoramic view of Los Angeles glittering under the night sky. In the morning, natural light filters through motorized curtains, gently illuminating every detail, from the hand-woven wool rugs to the onyx stone console table. Every element embodies the art of refined living, where comfort and beauty exist in perfect harmony. Behind a sliding wooden wall lies the dual walk-in wardrobe, spanning more than 80 square meters. Dozens of illuminated glass cabinets line the space, each with sensor-activated LED lighting, and a central display area showcasing handbags, watches, and jewelry, like a private luxury boutique within the home. Now, we step into the primary bathroom, a space so exquisite, you might forget you're in a residence and not inside a 7-star spa in Beverly Hills. At its center stands a freestanding bathtub carved from a single block of marble, perfectly positioned beside a full-height glass window, inviting you to soak in the warm glow of sunset spreading across the valley. On either side are handcrafted double vanities made from pure Greek white stone, illuminated by subtle, recessed lighting that casts a soft, calming radiance. No detail has been overlooked. From the steam room to the rain shower fitted with Dornbrack fixtures, where every drop of water is precisely calibrated in temperature and pressure, offering a true therapy of relaxation and renewal. in and out driveway. The idea is you can drive all the way through down to the garage. It's a separate area, or just drive straight out. This place is spot on for hosting a crowd. You'll see that start with the amount of parking, but wait till you clap eyes on the pool, the basement downstairs. The way it's all been put together is fair dinkum special. On the driveway, you got skylights letting heaps of natural light into the garage below. But not only that, as you walk over, you can have a gander down. I can see a Ferrari down there, as well as a Formula One car, an original Formula One car on the wall. So, I'm really stoked to show you. After a 5-year build, Villa Enzo is officially on the market, exclusively listed with Tara Meridiana and Adam Neal. So, check out the description below for more info on that. Now, let's keep having a squiz at this property. You might spot a couple of impressive Ferraris in front of me, and the Urus, of course. The Ferraris have been supplied by Rosso Corsa, who are the most iconic Ferrari dealer here in Marbella. I mean, if you're heading to Ronda, you won't miss them. So, if you want to check out their grouse inventory, there's a link in the description below. At the entrance to the property, the main door is framed by a couple of tropical palms. Part of the brief was to have the water feature connected, right through the main part of the house, straight towards the views. You got that fantastic access all the way. And check out this front door. It's a Bonza door, pretty grand in size all around, but it's also a smart door. It's fully motorized. Put the code in here, just like that, motorized. It'll open on its own. You can open it from a button inside, too, and control everything from your phone on the Savant system. But come on through. The entrance to Villa Enzo is all about these views. As you walk in, your eyes are drawn straight through the living area, through the massive windows across the pool, all the way down to the sea. In the entrance, the staircase is on my left, the lift's on the right. The staircase goes to all 3 levels. It's a butte glass staircase that spills onto the floor. The lift's a commercial grade one. It moves quickly and has onyx stone all the way through it. Right? Welcome to the living area. This is what it's all about. The ceiling heights here are unreal. And the windows themselves are the biggest of their kind in Spain. They had to be shipped in from France. Cause nothing like them existed here. They're 7.5 meters high, 12 meters wide. The client wanted them to open at the touch of a button, like the front door, and another crazy feature I'll show you soon. The doors are all open now. It's a gorgeous day. The breeze is flowing through. The indoor-outdoor lifestyle is completely effortless. And it's not just on this ground floor. The architect's done a ripper job of creating that on all the levels. We're gonna head downstairs and check out the amazing basement. It doesn't feel like a basement at all. It's probably got some of the tallest ceilings I've seen in a basement. And you can go straight outside, too. Architect Pablo Villarroel drew inspiration from the albatross, a bird with one of the biggest wingspans in the world. When you look at the house from above, you've got the central core here and the wings either side. It was all about flow. That bird can fly for miles without much effort. You want to take inspiration from that with the flow of this house. The way the air naturally comes through, all the way to where we are now. You see it when you're standing here, looking up at the design. It's like a wings protecting you here on the terrace. Now, check out the pool. It's a ripper. The stones from Indonesia. In the light, the pool looks like it changes color. It's got a nice, artistic vibe as you walk around, seeing all the different blues. It's a massive pool, too, 20 meters. One of the coolest things is there are 4 glass skylights within the pool, and directly below sits your indoor pool. You can be swimming in the outdoor pool, look down, and someone else can be in the other pool. That's an unreal feature, and it's functional, too. It lets heaps of natural light down into the big open space of the basement. Can you imagine hanging out here with your mates and family? It's a top spot for hosting. Moving through the rest of the open garden, they've got AstroTurf here. Beach beds, cabanas, plenty of shade. This is one of my favorite spots to take in all the different angles of the property. Car nuts will love this place. It was built with them in mind. I can see straight through to a Lamborghini Huracan in the carport. And we're gonna see the basement. Of course, don't forget the F1 bits and pieces. Ferrari fans, you'll be obsessed with this basement. There's some really special stuff, including a Formula One car, different engine types, all sorts of gear from different vehicles and Formula One teams downstairs. I'll show you that. But for now, we've got the seating area. It's the perfect spot, all about sunsets. I reckon you'd come here in the evening, grab a drink, turn on the fire and soak up the views. It faces southwest, so you'll get world-class sunsets here. Beyond that, day or night, the mountain range is amazing. La Zagalita itself is 900 hectares. It's a private estate, one of the most secure and one of the most beautiful because of the wildlife. Each house in Zagalita has to have a 10-meter gap between them, and most have more than that, to let wildlife wander. You might see a few deer when you're enjoying this villa, or other animals as you drive around the estate. It's really remarkable for that. I mean, look at this. Everything feels very private. Security-wise, you're in a top spot, but they've also got a comprehensive camera system throughout the property. Even if you just want to keep an eye on things when you're not here, you can do that. There's a growl speaker system throughout, and you won't really notice them. The sound quality is what impresses me most. Outdoor speakers. You think they'll be all right, you need to be waterproof, but how good's the sound? It's remarkable. We had music playing earlier, and the way they're placed around the property. The sound design's been really well thought out. I'd love to show you that in the video. Let's keep exploring the garden. We got tall California-style palms here that are growing. Gonna keep growing, of course. The villa's brand new. Heaps of different seating areas depending on your mood. I reckon this is a world-class entertainer's home. As we head back across, we've got the left-hand side of the garden here. There's another whole outdoor area, which I'll show you later on. Now, in another outdoor building with some beaut curves in the design, we got your outdoor bar. You've got an impressive bar downstairs. But this is what you want when you're hosting people. Want easy access from the pool. It's a grouse commercial setup with fridges. Everything you could want. And you can customize it even more. We're in Marbella. So beach clubs, that lifestyle is pretty big. You've got a great seating spot here. Might be the best place to soak up the views. We got the same stone as a pool for the jacuzzi spa. A big outdoor setup. From the spa and the pool, the views are incredible. I mean, just check out that mountain range. But when you want to chill out, you've had a good time out here. Enjoy the view, and it's time to watch something. Got something cool to show you. This is Bloody Ripper. I love the views down to the sea. Can you imagine hosting an event here? Family and friends over, watching the sport on a Sunday. Imagine watching the Formula One, the World Cup Finals. There's a lot of tech in this screen, because you have to be able to watch it in the bright sunshine we get here in southern Spain. I reckon we should try it out. We're gonna zip over to the UK, and Hannah's got something to say. Hey guys, Hannah here. How grouse is this house? Now, I've just checked. Only 21% of you are subscribed to the Luxury Home Show. That means nearly 80% haven't hit that red button yet. We'd be wrapped if you could subscribe. It's completely free, and we want to get that number down to 70%. The more subs we get, the better houses we can show you. Okay, let's get back to the tour. All right, you heard Hannah. Make sure you subscribe. Let me take you back inside. We're gonna check out the kitchen, secondary kitchen, and the rest of the features inside. Music. As we head inside, I'll pause to show you the scale of these doors, not just the height. We see bifold or sliding doors in modern homes all the time. But look at the size of this. Look how far these doors open. And check out the height. As they continue, we've got a height change. The engineering in that shows what goes into a house of this quality. Gives you that indoor-outdoor living that feels so effortless. Behind the scenes, heaps of talented people worked on this. It's remarkable to see. Heading across, we got onyx separating the living space from the dining and kitchen. You need something to separate a big room like this. Come on through. We've got a fireplace in the middle. This is your dining table with seating for 10. A grouse spot to sit under this lighting. You've got LED lighting throughout. Now we're at the kitchen. We're in Marbella, so you gotta have a few bottles of champagne. Easy access in different parts of the house. It makes even more sense when it's gold. That's the finish they've got here, as well as a beaut piece of marble. 2 types of white marble. Another dining spot connected to the island. It's a bonza. Clean look. You won't be doing much cooking here when you live in a place like this. But if you want to, you've got access to this. It's a nice place to do it. Using this island, you've got bonza views all around. Even using the sink here, you got big windows, natural light, looking across to an unobstructed view. The real cooking happens in the secondary kitchen. We've got Gaggenau appliances throughout. Built-in extractor. The fridge opens by touch. They're absolutely massive. Also Gaggenau. Gaggenau ovens, warm in tray. Everything you could want. Storage for more champagne, of course. Through here is your secondary kitchen. The door's open, but you can easily close it. Most of the time, you'd have this closed. I'll show you what it looks like. Bring it here. It blends in with the wall. Day to day, you wouldn't see it. Behind here is where the kitchen magic happens. Come on through. This is your industrial-grade kitchen. You could have professional caterers here. Look at this setup. Everything you could want: a fryer, multiple hobs, grouse extractor fan, professional fridges, a full setup. This is accessed separately from the main front door. When you're hosting, having people help you with events, they can come through here seamlessly. Accessed by this nice sliding pocket door. Butte finish on this wood. Really nice job. Through here, you've got another door. Let's have a look at the height of a standard door in this house. The weight isn't the material quality, but not hard to use. We're at a spot where this is your secondary entrance. Some of the staff can use. This house has 6 staff bedrooms, a staff living area. It's got a dine-in space, a living area. It's like tucking inspiration from a big super yacht. This is access to the basement, not the main access, but you can go through there. You've got a door here. Behind this is the carport, the driveway. The plaza is through there. You can see how easy that access would be. Into this next part of the house. This is all about your guests. When you want guests to come and enjoy your house, they've not only got bonza bedrooms, but separate living spaces. Perfect if you got extended family coming. They realize how good the place is, and they stay a bit longer than they're welcome. You got this amazing space. Check this out. The level of carpentry, the quality of the woodwork, the different shapes make it interesting. White marble set between these spaces. Heaps of little details have been thought about. You come out onto a terrace, one of several terraces throughout the house. We talked about how the architect wanted to create that indoor-outdoor living. He does it by creating these floating outdoor spaces on the same level as the inside, then doing these motorized doors. Not just the main door and living area. All of these are motorized. At the touch of a button, you can open them all up. Incredible work. Check out that view. Very cool. Coming back into this space, you got a great view to the carport here. Look at the size of this one piece of glass. Imagine it being delivered to site. Absolutely unreal. We're gonna head to the guest bedroom part of this wing. We talked about the albatross bird, the inspiration for the design, the wings of the house. Come on into one of the bedrooms. There's 16 in total, so we'll show you them all. You can get a feel for what they're like. Got some Butte paneling here. It's all about the views. Motorized doors out to the terrace. Looking over to the golf course. That's the new golf course. There's 2 in Zagalita, the old one and the new one. You can see both from this house. The wardrobes have a nice walnut finish. The bathroom section's separated by this frosted glass sliding door, so it's private. Inside the bathroom, you've got an oversized shower on my right. There's a different marble in every bathroom. This one's a Butte gray tone. Dual sinks, of course. A bathtub, toilet. Everything you could need. Stepping out, I'll take you to the next guest bedroom on this wing. Come on through. This is cool. Hang on. Before we go in, look at this view. Down there, you can see a glimpse of the 15-car garage. But there's something even cooler at the end of that. We'll be showing you down there soon. This is the next guest bedroom. Pretty similar. This one's slightly bigger. They've all got a slightly different feel, but very luxury. Great finish on this motorized terrace. They've gone for a fabric finish here. You could have a TV there if you wanted. Like I said, a different marble slab in here, but the same dual sinks, bathtub, tall shower over here. We've had a look at this wing of the house. we're gonna go to the other side. Check out everything that's got to offer. Back through the living area. Back in the living area, you can get your bearings. We've got the outside here, the carport. The kitchen we had a squiz at. To the left is the powder room, which has a bit more of a statement marble. You can get away with that with a powder room, which has been done well. You've noticed the house has grouse glazing. If you ever wondered how birds don't fly into it, there's a special film on the outside of the window. It's a clever patented system that stops birds flying into it. I was curious. Thought you might be too. We're back looking at the staircase. We're gonna go up and down to the basement soon. For now, let's go over to the other wing of the house. From here, we can see down to the central courtyard, which has some greenery, gives a nice light well. On this wing, the guests also have their own living area, like on the other side. It's a cozy spot. In a big house like this, that's got such grand proportions, it's good to have smaller, intimate rooms. This works well, it's multi-purpose. A great kids room if you want a cozy feel. Considering the house is so big, they've also got an extra powder room on this wing. Different stone. You can get a preview through there. Heading along the corridor will take you to this first bedroom. I reckon this will be one of the favorite bedrooms because the view is grouse. There's some nice pine trees just beyond this terrace. It's a great viewpoint. Righto. So the wardrobes around here, like you'd reckon, are separated with a sliding door, pretty similar to the other ones. Setup's a bit different, but still got the dual sinks, bathtub, and the motorized door from the dunny. I mean, you could be sitting in this tub, just enjoying those bonds of views. And don't forget, these are just the guest bedrooms, yeah? Part of the 16 bedrooms, all up. Oh, and the shower's over there. Then we got another bedroom just through here. Now, moving on to the next bedroom. Wardrobe. And this one's the first thing you see coming through on the left. Then you got the bed in the center. And this one's got access to the inset through here. The terrace on this one's massive, one of the biggest. Like, each of these rooms has got a real ripper seating area. It's grouse. Lots of natural light from the front. 2. And I'll take you into this inset, which is pretty much a mirror image of the last one, except the bathtub's a bit different. Again, you can get outside from here, which I reckon's a top feature. We've had a G's at 2 wings on the ground floor. You guys got a particular favorite, or what? Reckon one was designed better? Let us know in the comments, yeah? Now, I'm gonna show you our favorite spot in the whole house, and that's the lower level. This house, I reckon, the real standout feature's gotta be that. So, we got the lift over there, but we're gonna take the stairs. Got the chandelier in the middle. Bonds of you looking up, but wait till you see down here. So come on down. There's actually 6 flights of stairs. And to get the bonds of ceiling heights that you see, obviously that's gotta be a factor, but it's well worth it, mate. Have a go at this. And now it's time to start having a burrow at the coolest part of the house, the F1 memorabilia collection. And we're gonna kick this off right here with Niki Lauda's car number 11. This is a front wing, a genuine part, 2. And that's just teasing what we've got coming in the garage. So come on over. I'm gonna open things up with a touch of a button, like a lot of the doors in this house. And now it's time to show you through here. Come on in. Music, music. Welcome to the garage, but it's more than a garage. This is a full-on showroom, copper. Now, as we explore this level of the house, I'm gonna give you blokes and Sheila's a challenge. As we walk around and we see the car collection and all the memorabilia, I want you to tally up in your heads and let me know the estimated value that you think it's worth. And at the end, I'm gonna let you know what it's all available for, or the estimated value anyway. So we're gonna kick things off, actually with a Gallardo here. And this is included as part of the collection that I'll tell you about. Not just that, actually, over here, we have the Gallardo engine, an iconic V10 Lamborghini engine on display. Now, to the main centerpiece on display, the Ferrari memorabilia collection. Centerpiece, of course, is this Formula One car sitting right here. I mean, how cool is that? We're gonna walk around the collection, explore, take a closer look. First up, Giovinazzo NV crashed V6 Ferrari engine. And then again, Giovinazzo NV from 1978 Formula One body of a car over here. this is a little different. So, if you're into cars, but you also like your drinks, you might like this. And what is this? A Ferrari 275, I reckon, reconditioned. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, yeah? And you even get your own Ferrari Champers. And then you can take a seat the other side. So, a real creative way to recondition a car. Next up, an absolute classic, a Ferrari 250 GT with a beautiful gray on the exterior and the red interior. You can just take a look and see. Yeah, an absolute piece of artwork. And look at that you could have included with this home. Next up, we have what looks like the front of a Ferrari Dino with those beautiful curves. And then over here, Miguel Albordo, a 1984 piece of another Formula One car. You get to just kind of have a peek at everything that you can see over. Right? Let's suss this out. Over on this side, we got a grouse collection dedicated to two absolute legends of Formula One, Michael Schumacher and Niki Lauda. So, let's kick things off with this lot. A Formula One engine. Now, this beauty is their V10. And in the middle, check it out, there's a miniature racetrack on top of the engine with a Formula One car. This is car number 1 from 2003, driven by Michael Schumacher, Bonza. And then on this side, we've got an engine cover, a front wing, a rear wing, and an original racing suit. Incredible stuff. Fair dinkum iconic. Seeing this gear in a residential setting like this is just unreal. This is a bloody ripper perk of the job. Exploring these homes. Paintings up here too. Beautifully done. They are. This is a Dino. Hang on, we thought that was a Dino. This looks different. Yep, this is a Dino 246 GT from 72. Crikey, fully restored with original parts. And then over here, the Niki Lauda collection. This is a rear wing, signed by the man himself and mechanics. Originally, this was a gift from Niki Lauda to the Restaurant Delero for the finale of the Medina Winter 77 Championship. How good is that? Then there's a front wing up there as well with some snaps and other bits and bobs relating to it. Wowzer. And finally, in this section, back to the house's design, these are skylights. Have a G's down here. So, when you rock up on the main plaza at the front of property and your guests wandering, they can look down and see a Formula One car. Talk about making a statement at the entrance. I mean, where else would you see that? So bloody cool. For those of you hooked on Formula One, hopefully you've enjoyed this bit. But we've still got heaps more to see down here, including the indoor swimming pool, the spa, the gym, another outdoor area, and the home cinema. So let's keep moving and show yous around. Now, we're stepping out of the garage. Again, take a sec to appreciate the ceiling heights here and the width of this hallway. We got a lift here, so it hits all floors. You can come straight down there, the staircase that we came through. And now it's time to check out the next section, the bar. Again, this has got that Maria vibe. You've got a center island. Heaps of storage for different bottles. A real collection. There's a wine fridge just through here as well. So, if you're throwing a party, you can have a full-on bar with cat hair and staff, like sorting out the drinks. Out of the bar and across the hall, there's a live wall, and in the middle of that, a water feature matching the one out front. Got LED lights all around. They change color. They're green at the moment, matching the moss on the wall. And then through here is how you get to the spa. With the touch of a button, we open that up. Now you'll see the pool in front of me. The size of the space is something else. It's like a luxury hotel spa down here. So much to show you. We're gonna work our way all the way around and touch on all the details. So, first up, we're coming through here. This is your general powder room and shower for pool, finished with beautiful dark marble stone. Now, through here is all about treatments. We're gonna walk past the snow room. Yeah, snow room. We'll get to that in a sec. First, we're going into the hair salon. So come on in. If you're at home and you're wondering what to do, you can come down here and get a full-on spa treatment at this level. You don't go to places to get stuff done if you don't want to. They come to you. For privacy and convenience, it's unreal. Not just for you, but your mates can get pampered here too. You got the foot pedicure thing going on, the hair wash, the makeup stations, everything you could possibly want. As we keep going, we've got your private massage parlor in here. If you walked into this in a luxury hotel, you'd be impressed. But this is in a residential setting. You can enjoy this in the comfort of your own home. It's got a very Zen Buddhism feel. That's actually related to the name. With all the Ferrari memorabilia, you might think the name Villa Enzo comes from Enzo Ferrari. There's a connection, but it's also a term in Buddhism. It's the mark of an imperfect circle. You might have seen on the towels and the branding of the villa, they have that imperfect circle done with a brush. It's supposed to symbolize perfection with the balance of imperfection. My personal take is that to achieve the kind of success that lets you build a home like this, the journey probably hasn't been perfect, but you can go through all those trials and tribulations and end up with something as remarkable as this. I like the connection, cause it works for Ferrari too, so it's a pretty cool vibe there. Continuing on that note, we have an incredibly perfect looking villa, and that has to be maintained. This is all about the operations. Just like a Ferrari, your engine of choice, V8, V10, or V12. This is the engine of Villa Enzo. It's what keeps the house running all year round. Super sophisticated systems controlling everything from the lighting and heating to the pool temperature. What an amazing space to see. Through here is a gigantic crawl space section, and you've got an additional entrance from the outside here. There are solar panels on the very top, the roof of the property. But within La Cigalita, there are regulations that they have to be hidden. That has also reduced the house's energy consumption by around 60%. Traditionally, especially in places like Marbella, a lot of emphasis on a luxury home will be the formal areas where you'd have big gatherings and drinks, the bars. But these days, it's all about wellness. So, yep, they've ticked off the boxes for the bars and that entertainment factor. But just as important, if not more so, is your leisure facilities, your spa, your wellness. That kicks off with the snow room, an incredible feature to have, especially in a hot climate. You can enjoy the snow room there. Different lighting, plenty of room for people to get in there. We've got the steam room next to us, or the hammam, so you can switch between those two. A really nice experience. Then we have the Swedish sauna at the end. You got all three choices. And again, the size of these independently. If you were at a pretty luxury gym and they had these, you'd be impressed. Of course, we got a tie-in to the Ferrari collection in this area. In front of me, we have a Ferrari Red F430. Across the other side, you might get a preview. We got a yellow Ferrari 458 that we're gonna see in a sec. I mean, look at this. This Ferrari itself is obviously retired, but it has an incredible view to enjoy during retirement. Hopefully, it'll get back on the road one day. If you buy it, you can take all these cars out. Right in front of me here, we have a 3-liter engine from an F430. Yeah, as well as the Ferrari collection. We've got a lot to see in here, like the gym. Look at the symmetrical pool setup. As well as the swimming pool, you have 2 spas either side, plus plants framing that incredible view all the way down to the Mediterranean Sea. In this room, we have the yellow Ferrari 458 Italia. Heaps of natural light coming through, being able to do laps in your pool. And look at some of your top cars is something else. You might have been wondering how they're sitting in here. This whole floor has been reinforced to take the weight of the cars, which was a big structural job. But it means you can do some great stuff, whether it's cars or other gear or showpieces you want to have. Over here, we got the next piece of memorabilia. A Ferrari engine from a 360 Medina model, 99 to 2005. You've got some gym gear outside. The connection there is real nice, inside and out. Let me show you inside the gym. They've really gone all out with this space. Created an area where you can have a lot of impressive gear customized to exactly how you like it. If you want to fully build this out with gym-appropriate flooring, weight racks, everything you could, you got the space to do it right now. A real good display of cardio and fitness gear. Huge telly on the wall. Amazing view throughout. I love the way it connects to the outside. Now, moving into the next part of the house, which is all about entertaining and enjoying time. We'll start with the pool table here. Again, incredible vistas all around us. The live-in space. Check this out. What a place to watch the luxury home show. Not on one, but on two different televisions. We can have two different sports games on at once. We have an iconic helmet in the middle. I love this. The color is unreal. Really, really cool. As we continue the memorabilia tour over here, this is Michael Schumacher's Dominator helmet, used during the 1996 Formula One World Championship, and available with the house for the right price, which we'll find out soon. We have a scale model here. Then we have another engine in the living room. This is AV8, used in a bunch of different cars. For example, the Ferrari 308 GT4, 308 GTB, and GTS, the Ferrari Mondial, and the Lancia Thema. Some cool specs there. Formula One steering wheel. Fair bit different to the one we saw in the Formula One car from the 80s or 90s back in the garage. This is very technical. Loads of different buttons and things going on there. Let's continue through. This home has not one, but 3 bars that we've seen so far. This is the next one. We have book-matched marble in gray, a real good size bar. Great for hosting. If you want to do something big down here, you've got heaps of drink space all around us. There's a view out to the courtyard here. This is the same space we could see from the other side when we were by the treatment rooms. As well as the bar, you're probably noticing another wing here. Don't forget we have 16 bedrooms in total. Come on, stairs down. Staff-wise, you can access this directly. This goes from the secondary kitchen. I love that even though we're on a lower level, you have heaps of natural light coming through here. This is a cool place to get a glimpse directly into the garage. We're gonna go into the guest bedroom. All incredible guest bedrooms, reminiscent of a luxury hotel. Every single one. You can imagine coming and staying for a few nights here. Then we got the walk-in wardrobe this side. Around the corner from that one is your ensuite bathroom. That would be a good size for a principal in a regular luxury home. But this is one of 16 bedrooms. They got dual sinks, a jacuzzi bath, and incredible views. Moving along the corridor, we've got 2 more bedrooms to see on here. Another huge piece of glass. That's the garage entrance where you can drive in. You'll notice when we talk about the front plaza that the in and out drive is separately connected to this. So if you're accessing the garage in and out, you don't have to come past the main front of the house. Another double bedroom. This one is set up with views straight out to the terrace. All of these access not just a small balcony area, but almost an entire separate garden that I'll show you in the next room. Through here is the wardrobe section with plenty of space. This one is a nice sand marble with black and brown veining throughout. The oversized shower is over here. Now, into the last bedroom in this particular wing. I'll show you outside in a moment. But let's take in proportions of the bedroom. Another custom feature headboard, plus the details around this custom lighting. So many different pieces that you can see the more time you spend here. Moving into the bathroom, again, they all have these pocket sliding doors for maximum space efficiency, and a darker marble with notes of black and green. Big shower. Let me take you outside. Now, we've explored a few terrace areas, and this is a whole other section of this home in the garden. It's an incredible place to get a vantage point of the scale and beauty of this architecture. It reminds me of maritime architecture, the lines of a superyacht. It links back to the albatross bird, which was the architect's main philosophy. Let me show you this side. You have all of this space too. Currently, it's astroturf, so it's set up for low maintenance. But personally, I think there's a lot more you could do with this space if you wanted to invest the time in it. I can see it coming together if you had a good landscaping budget to align it with the surroundings. It would be really, really cool. I'm gonna keep walking through now. Look at the scale of this. The ceiling heights. You can see across here into the garage. There's a water feature going all the way around it. Just another nice feature to add. Here we've got double doors opening up to your home cinema. This has been set up like an amphitheater with tiered seating making its way down. For seats, then 3 rows of those 4 seats. We have a Sony projector system. The ceiling heights are so vast. It gives you that feel of a commercial cinema. The carpets are gray, super plush, and there's an incredible projector screen around there. Soundproofing is gonna have all the latest, as you'd expect in a place like this. A very cool space. All right, let's continue. Now, we're back at the stairs so you can get your bearings. This is where we came down. We checked out the garage, the bar, the pool, the spa. We talked about the plant room, the engine of the home. Part of the engine of the home is, of course, the staff that help maintain a place like this. Now, we're gonna go check out their digs. Let's go through here. There are 16 bedrooms in total within Villa Enzo, and 6 of those are in the staff accommodation. This is more than just staff bedrooms. It's a whole home within a home. This is the living space of the staff quarters. You've got a staircase up to another living space, the kitchen, and the dining room. I'll show you that in a sec. There's a bedroom through there with an en suite. There are separate entrances. You can come down steps here from the front. So, the staff will always come through a separate entrance to the main part of the house. This is a look at what the staff bedroom is like. You got an en suite through there, bedroom in the center, natural light, and a wardrobe. Still set up with good proportions. We'll take you upstairs. Show you what the rest of the staff accommodation looks like. Another living area up here. If you're at full capacity with your staff, they might want to watch different things on telly in the evening. You've got 2 different areas for that, which is well thought through. A breakfast area here. Somewhere to grab a meal. There's another bedroom around there. The main thing up here is their kitchen. This is most likely their living space, of course. You got a kitchen set up here, natural light. And through there, another bedroom and en suite. I've showed you this in the flow of the house. But now we're gonna see the family living quarters. Let's continue. Now we're on the top floor. This is all about the primary suite and family living. But I wanna pause and appreciate where we are again, as we've explored so much of the internal area. This is an incredible vista point to look down beyond the infinity pool all the way down to the sea. We got a glimpse of Gibraltar, as well as North Africa. An incredible place here in southern Spain. The chandelier is something that catches your eye. Incredibly standout. It's incredible how this is just an open space seamlessly connected with the outside. I'm gonna save the primary suite to show you in a minute. Now, let's go through and check out the owner's study. A very important part of a home like this matches the living space we saw downstairs. But this one is set up as a study at the moment. We got some more memorabilia here as we head in. Some Mercedes signed by Lewis Hamilton. We have a Michael Schumacher signature here. 7-time F1 world champ. And we've got Formula One encyclopedias, complete guides and all. Have a squiz at this desk. It's a dead ringer for the Lamborghini theme. Different as chalk and cheese of Ferrari. A bit of competition there. You've got the Lamborghini chair here. This is a Bonza office or gaming chair. Actually, lovely setup that. And then a telly. You can sit here and you've got these unreal views all around us. So much greenery. Mate, we've been touring this house today. It's a real full day project. It is. There's heaps to see. The sun's starting to set now. By the time we finish the main bedroom, we'll head back outside and we'll be able to show you an amazing look at this house as the sun goes down. Let's get a wriggle on with the guest bedrooms. As we keep moving, we get a view down to the plaza, the waterfall, the mountain range, an upstairs powder room with honeycomb marble, and then keeping on, we've got 2 more guest bedrooms. Pretty similar to the wing we saw downstairs, but you get different views from here. It's a beaut time to check out these bedrooms. Up here is where the sunsets are. Unbelievable light coming through. This one's got the automated doors again, wardrobes around the side, the recessed ceiling with the LED lighting, and then let's suss out the dunny, which again is behind this pocket sliding door. This one's actually got a butte stone that you can see here. The sinks have got pretty unique detailing on them as well, like a bit of a texture there. Dual sinks, everything set up. They actually match the bathtub here. So they've gone a bit more all out with this bathroom. This is for your special guests, yeah? On this wing, we've got an extra guest bedroom, which is wardrobes aside. A little different, and a bed in the center with an unreal terrace view. You can actually open up the blinds, by the way, with just a touch of a button. Then you've got the bathroom through here. And soot again with the same sliding door. This one's got square dual sinks. More of a square bath to match. Incredible terrace, though. That's definitely the highlight for me. Then a beautiful gray marble stone. it's time now to show you all the main bedroom, which is huge, mate. Come on in. Welcome to your 3 million quid London apartment. Nah, actually it's just a primary suite here in La Galetta. It's unreal. We got the same stone we saw downstairs. Ethanol fireplace for that ambience, that evening vibe. You can just grab a pew here. You got a drink. You're looking over at the sunset. Across here is your double bed. Oversized, of course, custom headboard, beautiful lighting, and just so many different chairs or places to just take a breather and sit down. I'll show you the terrace in a minute. But for now, we can go into the ensuite and dressing room. You can get in through this way and through that door as well. So, whichever side of the bed you're on, you've got an easy way in. I'll go this way. Tom, you go that way. Welcome to your primary ensuite. Have a gander at this for a jacuzzi bath in the middle. You've got one of these also matching on your terrace. So whether you want to have a bath inside and outside with the jacuzzi jets, you're all set. This side, done either side. So if you did want to go at the same time and give each other a wave, you can. Obviously, you've got the gigantic walk-in shower here in the center. I mean, look at this. This, by the way, is absolutely bonza. Then you've got the shower here with a full monsoon shower head. So in and outdoors, got a really nice area here that you could whack some more plants in as well if you wanted to add that out there. Access to the terrace, which actually wraps all the way around. Next up is your dressing room. You can get in via these doors. It's an unreal space mirrored each side. Of course, empty at the moment. But thankfully, if you've got the Dodge to buy this house, you can go down to Port Banus. You can do some international travel, and you can fill this up pretty quick, yeah? Let me know, right? Would you even have enough clobber and sparklers to fill this whole shebang? Back to the ripper bits that make this place so grouse, I reckon, is the spot you got here in Zagalita. Way up high on the mountain ridge. Unreal views. And they're making the absolute most of them from every angle of the property. One thing that was on the cards is that you're able to see these views from every single bit of the house. All the bedrooms, all the bathrooms, and this terrace is the absolute bee's knees as the primary suite. And so from here, honestly, it's unreal, mate. And this is about the perfect time of day to soak it all in. Very, very cool. I'd love to hear your thoughts so far on this home, too. Make sure to chuck your thoughts in the comments. And as Hannah mentioned earlier, if you enjoy tours like this, make sure you subscribe to see more, yeah? I'm gonna watch the sunset now and then have a bit of stuff around this gaff. And I'll show you what it looks like at night. Music day everyone, and welcome to a night tour of Villa Enzo. Now, I've been yakking on about this space a fair bit already, but I reckon for this next section, the visuals are gonna do most of the blabbering. So, let's have a proper look around. Eh? I mean, the one thing you cop straight away is the lighting. So, massive kudos to the lighting designers, because the various different lightings that you're seeing through here obviously come together at night. And so, you've got the LED lighting all around. That is just absolutely incredible. It is. And then as you rock up towards the pool, this is a bonza time to take in the greatest light of all, and that is nature's natural light coming from the sun. And this is an amazing time of day to see that when the sun is set in right over the mountains there, and you're going to get to enjoy that view every single day living here. It really is remarkable what you can experience. Mate, I can still see a glimmer of the sea. One thing I really enjoy about the pool is these skylights that are set within. In the daytime, we had a brief chance to see them, but now at night, honestly, it's remarkable because you can see down to the other swimming pool. So they've incorporated these in a few areas. We got them in the pool, and obviously now when we go and head out in a minute to the front, we'll see the plaza. So, you've got those lights down to Ferrari. And then just as we continue above, let's just have a final gander at the infinity pool views across all of Zagalita. And now I'll take you this way, and we'll suss out the exterior architecture at night. Yeah, I reckon those visuals do all of the talking, right? Have a squiz at that lighting. So, come this way. So inside, lighting is beaut. Various different chandeliers. We're gonna head outside now and show you the front. Have a look at that view. I mean, that is what it's all about. the design brief of this home to be able to pull in, hear the waterfall, look all the way through to entrance, living room, across the infinity pool, all the way down to the sea. Now, a lot of yous might be wondering if you enjoyed the F1 memorabilia collection, where we're going to talk about the price. So, hope you got your guesses close. The estimated value is around 3 million euros. So, if you're looking to buy this house and you'd like to include all of that collection, add 3 million euros on top, and you should be about in the right place, mate. It is for sale, so check out the description below. Now, I hope yous have enjoyed exploring Villa Enzo just as much as I have. If you did, remember to subscribe below to see more of us touring unreal homes around the world. If you'd like to find out more about the home being for sale, check out the details within the description, and I will see you in our next tour. Thanks for watching. Day Luxury Home Show viewers. I'm Ariana, your host, and today we're taking a peek at a beautiful brand spanking architectural build right here in the swanky Pacific Palisades Riviera. This is a house you won't believe till you see it. I tell you, let's get amongst it outside, shall we? It's just a seamless vista of both your backyard, your pool, and out to city. Bonsai. Now, extending that indoor-outdoor vibe we saw downstairs, you can tuck away these doors too for your own private terrace on this Whopper rooftop deck. You've got room for heaps of seats.